Alrighty, let's check out the sheriff's office here. Slowly. Very slowly.
Let's see. Way at the end, I see a cell, and I can't believe my eyes. There's a dead body. Oh man, that guy must have been rotting away for 100 years.
I mean, do you have any other insight? No? Just, he's probably rotting for a very long time.
I wonder whether that poor devil died inside there, or if he'd already kicked the bucket before they stuck him in there. It's locked shut.
Well, at least you tried. We'll start poking around, because I usually miss some stupid little thing.
There's still some old wanted signs up, offering a reward for capturing the bad guys. Well, I'm no bounty hunter, and even if I were, I'm afraid all of these guys have been 6 feet under for at least a century.
I mean, fair. Okay, I don't see anything else, so we'll head to the frontier.
An old frayed hat, a couple of pages from an old newspaper, and an oil lamp. Nothing of this will help me out. I'm not interested in that.
Well, la-di-da. Nope, that's still looking at the desk. I thought it was going to be the paper.
There aren't any weapons left, just the chain that held them up. I can't. It's fixed to the cabinet. I don't think I'll need it anyway.
Well, you never know, man. You've needed some weirder stuff.
Must be for that stove over there.
Do you want it? Oh,
All right. I don't think anyone will need them to light up the stove.
finally.
5 nice logs. Might come in handy.
You know, the hat, the lamp, all that stuff. The chain. Well, the chain he may be interested in. It's just stuck. Okay, we're gonna go into the liquor store.
Impossible. I'd have to remove the boards on the door.
Okay, since I think there's nothing else for us on this, so we're gonna go to the bank. To the bank!
Whoa! The bank sure is a mess.
That is an understatement. The bank is messed up.
I see the locomotive really wrecked the place when it derailed and smashed into the bank.
Awesome. Let's have a look at those shelves.
This is really run down. All I see are old papers covered in dust. Then there's that metallic object down there. Okay, I'll take it.
What is it?
Whoa, this looks like a stapler. Quite rudimentary it is. Definitely a model from the 19th century. I'd better take the staples that were lying next to the stapler. They look similar to the rivets used by cobblers.
Well, there we go.
A big piece of the floor is missing. A blunt object must have fallen down and made that hole.
Okay, we don't want to go to the basement just yet.
It's pretty old, but I bet it could be fixed. Don't tempt fate. The legs are worn out and might not hold up the weight.
I mean, that's fair. You got me there.
I bet this was J.T. Douglas's desk. B.D. Bank of Douglasville, I suppose.
Congratulations. Okay, I don't think there's anything else, so We'll go down
I
to
don't
the
see why I
basement.
would want to go in there.
Why don't you want to go to the basement?
I don't see why I would want to go in there.
Okay. I feel like it's obvious that we want to go down there. Like, really obvious. It's a hole.
A big piece of the floor is missing. I don't see.
Well, fine. No, there's nothing. Okay. Let's go to the locomotive.
I can't imagine the havoc that locomotive wreaked the day it derailed and annihilated everything in its path. Huh. Reminds me of a model I got for Christmas one year. Yep, it's almost exactly alike. There's the smokestack, and to the left is a spout where you fill the water tank, and further to the left is the whistle next to the engineer's cab.
It's huge derailment, tons of havoc and everything. Oh, reminds me of my Christmas present.
I love those big smokestacks on old steam trains from the 1800s.
See if we can find something in
It's
there.
all sooty. I can't see a thing. That's where you put water into the tank. No need to. It won't open or close. The water goes straight into the hole left around the valve in the inlet. It whistles by letting steam out. It was hooked up to the engineer's cab using a sort of rope that he would pull on when he wanted to sound it. You'd have to do that from inside the cab.
All right. We'll enter the driver's cab in just a moment. Okay.
I could
In.
try to go in through the hole next to the broken part of the roof, but I'd almost rather go up to the side and enter through the window there. Okay, let's see what's in here. I don't know what the two smaller ones on the top and the bottom indicate, but the larger two in the middle, well, the upper one is a pressure gauge for the boiler, and the lower one indicates the level of water in the tank. I better not touch them, since they seem to be working properly.
I mean, trains crashed, derailed, no one around. They seem to be functioning correctly.
That's the wheel used to increase pressure in the boiler.
Okay. Do it.
That doesn't make sense with the boiler off.
Well, fair. So we're probably going to want to do something with the boiler. Okay, let's leave.
I think with one big leap I can reach the window.
Okay, let's go back to town. Let's leave the town. We got lots of stuff going on. Can I? Nope, can't double click to leave. That's. You're gonna watch him walk all the way. Slowly. Very slowly. So, derailed locomotive. Not sure. Douglasville is there. An abandoned mine. Oh, let's start with the abandoned mine.
Oh man, this is the mine that killed Gina. And right when I was starting to, well, let's not think about that. I've I've got to concentrate on solving this mystery. I owe it to Gina.
You also owe it to confirm that Gina was actually dead.
If I could move that stone away from the entrance, I might find the Hopi village through the mine. It's blocked by that huge rock they put in front of it. There's a small crack by the rock, but I don't fit through it.
So that's a
I
future
suppose
us problem.
they used to store the mining tools in that, but it's empty now. No, I don't think I'll be needing it. Anyway, it's too big to haul around. It's got one of those manual drive systems. Too bad the wheel is broken. It won't work. I won't get it to move with that broken wheel.
Well, I don't have anything to
If I
deal
could
with.
move that stone away from the...
Don't have anything to deal with that.
It looks pretty deep. I can't see to the bottom.
Well, thanks for playing.
Impossible. There is a ladder, but most of the steps are broken.
Well, that's not a very can-do attitude, dude.
I think it's an oil can. A bit
Perfect.
heavy, but it may be of some use to me.
And I don't think there's anything else right now, unless I go over here and it pushes the screen over. Okay, alright. I mean... Well, that's nothing. Okay, let's get out of here. Mama Dorita.
This house looks Mexican, and there's a huge guy in the doorway. I don't know. He seems to be keeping guard, but he looks like a nice guy. I'll go talk to him to see what happens.
Yeah, he's not gonna be a nice guy.
Howdy, partner. What brings you to these parts? What do you want from Mama Dorita?
Mama Dorita? No, look, I'm searching for the remains of a Hopi village. I know it was around this area somewhere. By the way, my name is Brian.
An Indian village?
Yeah, Hopi to be exact.
Well, I reckon there's an old ghost town called Douglasville, and now there's a bunch of hippies living there.
No, I've been through there already. Douglasville is not the town I'm looking for. Thanks anyway, though.
Well, pal, I never heard of any other abandoned villages around here.
You think Mama Dorita could help me?
Sorry, but I doubt it. Mama Dorita helps people with other types of problems.
Other types of problems?
Yeah, she's in contact with the other side.
The other side? You mean she talks to dead people?
Yup, she's mastered the arts of voodoo, soothsaying, and Santeria. And she's a healer, too.
I'd love to meet her.
No way. Mama Dorita doesn't do that kind of thing. Look for a good archaeologist, pal.
Alright.
Besides Mama Dorita's name, there's a... I'm not sure. It's got an insect painted on it or something like that. That doesn't seem like a very good idea to me.
Well, how do you know it's a bad idea unless you do it?
It's old, but it seems strong and sturdy. I don't think that's a good plan. I wonder what that's for. Maybe Mama Dorita has a cat and she puts its food there.
I mean, maybe.
I may be needing this. It's made of clay, and it looks handmade by a local craftsman.
It's fair. Talk to big dude.
Friend!
What's up, kid?
I see you like gum. You're always chewing some.
Oh, that's not gum. It's menthol chewing tobacco. I can't resist it, you know. Helps me pass the time.
I mean, huh.
What did you do before working for Mama Dorita?
Well, I don't like to think about my past. All I can tell you is that I'm not real proud of some of the things I did. Luckily, Mama Dorita came into my life like a shining light and gave it all new meaning. Now my only mission is to serve Mama Dorita.
I'd like to see Mama Dorita.
I told you that can't be. She can't help you with your problem, pal. I'm sorry. When you have other troubles, the ones Mama Dorita can fix up, don't you hesitate to come around.
Well, I'll just go on my way here.
All right, me too.
You're gonna go on your way. Okay.
By the look of that bucket, I'd say it hasn't been used for quite a while. I'm not desperate enough to do that.
Okay, looking at the well didn't do much. Hey, Angelo. This epic story is most definitely back.
This really improves the ambiance, just like that shrunken head on the pole. After all, Mama Dorita is some sort of sorceress. And any self-respecting sorceress would decorate her place with this kind of stuff.
I mean, of course sorceress would put skulls in front.
Oscar's a great guy, but he's not gonna let me take that. Besides, what would I use it for?
Look at stone.
Well, well, isn't that unusual? It's got a hole in the middle, like a donut.
So you can take that and make it a wheel.
Okie dokie. I like it. You'd think it was the work of an artist and not just a rock I happened to find on the ground.
Well, I would say we're done there. Go to the path, man. You can do it. What the?
Wow, that crater is really big. Jeez, someone's camping down there, right at the edge of the crater. I'll go down and see who it is.
What a brave soul.
Hello?
Oh
Hey, friend. Hi.
my.
Yo! Nah! It's impossible! I can't get them to open the door!
Them? Who are they?
Them! You know! Extraterrestrials!
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, who are you and what are you doing here? Are you looking for them, like me?
No. My name's Brian, and I'm searching for an old Indian village.
Ryan? You know the meaning of that name?
No, I don't. What is it?
I haven't a clue. But my name is Joshua, and it means liberation. That's something to think about, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's real interesting.
I know. Well, now that I think about it, they must have sent you here to help make my communication machine work.
Really, my friend? No one sent me.
Just because you're not conscious of it doesn't mean they didn't bring you here. Either I'm way off here, or just a few days ago, you never would have imagined you'd be here at the foot of this crater, right?
Well, that is true, but it's all because of...
So, I was right. See? That's how they do things. That's something to think about, isn't it?
You wouldn't know where I can find the remains of that Hopi village I'm looking for, would you?
The Indian village? No, I don't have the slightest clue. But as soon as I communicate telepathically with Trantor, I can ask. These aliens know everything.
11th hour aliens? I mean, I don't know that anime, but sure.
So, what brought you here? To this crater, I mean.
This is not just any crater. People just blindly believe whatever those so-called modern scientists tell them. They say that the crater was formed by a crashing meteorite that fell here millions and millions of years ago. That's a bunch of baloney, I say. However, I know the truth. The crater was formed when a Trantorian ship landed here.
Right.
You know, about what you told me when I arrived.
Yeah? What?
What door were you referring to when you said you couldn't get them to open it?
To the dimensional door between Earth and Trantor. That's why they came here that time they landed with their spacecraft. They're setting up dimensional doors on hundreds of planets all over the universe. And the one on Earth is right here. A total trip, huh, dude?
Yeah.
What is the communication machine exactly?
It's all this stuff I have set up on top of the trailer. I built it myself and christened it with the name Communication Machine because I plan on using it to open the dimensional door and come in physical contact with the Trantorian.
Why did you tell me to help you make it run? Is it broken?
Yeah, after getting here and setting everything up, I ran into some bad luck. It had hardly been running for an hour when the machine ran out of energy and stopped working. I took off the plate covering the rotor and checked out the battery that makes it spin, but I can't find what's wrong. The battery looks like it's in one piece. I just don't get it. All I can tell is that if the rotor doesn't spin, it doesn't produce energy. And without any energy, the machine is useless hunk of junk.
How can I help you make the communication machine work?
I'm not sure. The thing is, we need energy for the machine, and the energy is produced when the rotor spins.
Gotcha.
How does the machine work exactly?
Basically, the machine is a sort of amplifier that can emit sounds at a specific frequency. It has a keyboard attached with 7 buttons to play the 7 musical notes. Using my telepathic contacts, I have been told that a way to activate the dimensional door is to play a combination of 5 notes at a frequency revealed only to me. Pretty fascinating, isn't it?
What's that panel of spotlights behind there for?
Each spotlight goes with one of the musical notes. When you play the note, the matching spotlight turns on. But the truth is, they don't really do anything. What I mean is, you don't need them to activate the dimensional door. But I saw something like them in a movie, and I thought the communication machine looked much more hip with them.
Man, this guy is dehydrated probably.
And what's that strange device
Hallucinating a
you're
bit.
wearing on your head?
You mean my telepathic helmet? It's a telepathic empowerment device that multiplies a human being's telepathic abilities 2,000 or 3,000-fold. I use it to communicate with Trantor. You got to be careful. When you wear this, you run the risk of going crazy because a lot of ideas flash through your brain. There are millions of telepathic messages people give off all the time without realizing it. Fortunately, I can clearly distinguish telepathic messages from Trantor and run no risk of losing my marbles.
Well, I'm glad to know he's not gonna run the risk of losing his marbles because of his hat.
Well,
His lovely
I'll
hat.
let you get back to work. We can talk later.
Whenever you want, kid.
Nice device. No, I'd better leave the thing where it is. It has 7 spotlights in different colors and is connected to the contact machine. It's connected to the communication machine. I don't think it'd be a swift idea to move it.
Well, I wanted you to touch the buttons, man.
It's one of those dirt bikes that'll go just about anywhere. No, I can't take Joshua's motorbike.
Well, I mean, you can. You're just choosing not to.
This model's a bit outdated. People use those igloo-style tents nowadays. I don't think Joshua would be pleased about me getting into his camping tent. And to tell you the truth, I'd rather not upset such a nutcase.
He's not a nutcase. He's got the special hat. Duh. I mean, the plus side of losing a shoe is you can't get a rock in your shoe. That's just awful. That drives me bonkers. It's the worst feeling ever.
Hi, Sushi.
Hi, Brian. How's it going? Did you find out anything else?
I'm working on it. You see, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Shoot.
It's about your great-grandfather's mine.
Sure, what is it?
Do you know your way through the mine shafts to reach the Hopi village?
Me? Not a chance. I've never gone into that old mine.
I thought you might have an old map of the mine.
No, I don't have any maps of it. Let me think. I guess that if a map exists, it would be in the town bank. Probably inside the safe.
Do you really think the mine ran dry because of the Hopi medicine man's curse?
Well, I neither believe it nor deny it. What I do know is that the mine ran out of gold, even though such a thing seemed totally impossible days before. Not something very normal, don't you think?
Why did Kevin, Wrecker, and you come live out here?
It was my idea. I felt the need for total isolation so I could devote myself to my greatest passion. They had similar concerns. So here we are.
So, what's your passion?
Computers.
Computers and the
Yep.
whole world of technology surrounding them. I'm pretty good at it, you know?
It's about the safe in the bank.
What about it?
I've been sifting around the ruins of the bank, and I didn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, well, it wasn't on the upper floor. I believe it was in the basement of the bank. You know, to be on the safe side. The bad thing is, the way into the basement was completely blocked when the locomotive crashed into the building.
Ah,
Hey, there's a dead body inside of a cell in the sheriff's office.
Yeah, it's been there for over a century.
that's very calm about a dead body.
Who was it?
The town doctor. Apparently, he was a drunkard, and a kid died because of him. He was in jail waiting for his trial when the train derailed.
Don't you think you should take him out and bury him properly?
Well, the door was locked, and the way I look at it, that cell is the closest that guy ever got to a grave. I don't think it'd do any good to bury him at this point. And that cell is kind of like having your own pantheon.
I mean, fair enough.
How could they let him die there in such a cruel way?
The sheriff had a key to the cell, and he also died the day the train derailed. Legend has it, someone warned everyone that the train was speeding toward the town out of control with nobody at the helm. The sheriff rode out to where the train was and managed to climb into the driver's cab of the locomotive, but a stroke of bad luck made him fall into the boiler. The guy was burned up alive and failed to stop the train. And as I already told you, due to the derailment, everyone fled town, and nobody even thought about releasing the drunk doctor who had caused the death of a child.
That's a little rough.
Back up a bit.
Yes?
I'm gonna continue on my search. Thanks for all your help, Sushi. See you later.
See ya, and good luck.
Okay, so I can't get anything out of there. So, back to the bank. Oh, there we go. Triple click will get you to jump so I don't have to walk the whole way. Now will you go down there?
The rubble and dirt are covering up most of the hole. I don't think I'll manage to get down to the basement.
Before you said you didn't want to go down there because there was no point. Now you're just being lazy.
I don't think that's a good plan. The rubble and dirt are covering...
I mean, yeah. Do I have anything to get you down the hole? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, we're not going to solve the mystery like this. We'll go see if we can bust into the liquor store. Hopefully.
Impossible. I'd have to remove the boards on the door.
Can you remove the stuff on the door with that?
I don't think that's a good plan.
Well, you know.
Impossible. I'd have...
Can you just...
Impossible.
Yeah, I got there's boards on the door, man. Let's poke at the bank again, I guess, because I've got nothing out here. Looking to see if I missed something. Rubble, no safe downstairs. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here, so we're definitely done with the bank. For now. Wait, is that a... Go to what? Go to saloon. Huh? I mean, I didn't even know that was an option. Good lord, if they only pointed these things out.
Okay, let's make a real Clint Eastwood entrance.
Sure thing, buddy. What's that?
Ha! This is gross. It's covered with mud and reeks like sewage. No way. It's very well anchored to the floor.
Do you want to...
No, it wouldn't serve any purpose. And I don't feel like toting around a bunch of stinky mud.
Well, you know, I don't like your lack of a can-do attitude, man.
Hey, how cool. An automatic door opening system. And they say the Old West was wild and dangerous. Well, well, wow. This looks like a botanical garden.
Alright, let's see, what do we got? That piano is messed up.
It's got dirt inside, but nothing has been planted in it.
Do you want it?
Okay.
No.
Maybe
Perfect.
I'll find something to plant in it.
If we find something to plant in that, I feel like it's going to be an extremely long time for anything to grow.
Oh, it's one of those miniature trees that have become so fashionable. I think they come from Japan.
Do you want it?
Nice little tree, but I've heard it takes lots of time and energy to care for him properly. Better leave it where it is. I wouldn't be able to give it the love it deserves right now.
Right now, but you may
Needed
be
by
able
all
to.
big plant lovers. Now, I'm not saying I don't like plants, but I can't waste any time watering them right now.
Why was that a square?
I remember a similar plant from a movie I once saw, and it was carnivorous. Forget that.
I
don't
get
trust
that reference.
plant one bit. I'd rather pet the head of a rabid Rottweiler.
Yeah, I guess it was a bug. Because, you know, this game was designed for future gaming. Ooh,
Let's see
look at
what I
Smart.
find here.
This is like,
It's a sort of shed stocked with a wide range of gardening tools.
did you find any gardening tools?
Seeds, tools, chemicals, that kind of stuff.
Look for something useful in the gardening shed. Do it.
Let's see. These pruning shears may be of use.
Nice. Oh, one of those translation things. Fun.
Hey! Hey, pal.
Hi, who are you?
Oh,
My name's
no.
Brian. Brian Basco.
I'm Kevin, but everyone calls me Saturn. Nice to meet you, BB.
BB?
Those are your initials, right? I could just tell you go by BB right away. It was logical, what with your name.
Well, to tell you the truth, no one's ever caught.
So tell me, BB, you planning on moving to these parts? Have you spoken with Sushi about this? What kind of artist are you?
No, I don't plan on staying. I'm just passing through.
Oh, well, that's something unusual, isn't it? I mean, not many people come around here just for the heck of it.
Well, I'm trying to find the remains of a Hopi village.
The old Indian village? Yeah, I've heard of it.
Do you have any idea where exactly it might be located?
Actually, I don't, which is odd because I'm quite familiar with the area. I often go out exploring to find raw materials for my inventions, and I've never come across the slightest sign of that Hopi village.
Do you know of anyone who could tell me the story of that village?
Let me think. I don't know. I think Sushi may have some documents from her great-grandfather. They might mention the Hopi village. Of course, Rutger hasn't got a clue. Although you never know. And, Mama Dorita could know something.
I think I'm kind of close. I believe there's only 6 chapters and we're on chapter 4, but I don't know how long they all are.
That story about Sushi owning Douglasville is true then, huh?
Oh yes, the whole town belonged to her great-grandfather. Then it was passed down from generation to generation until Sushi inherited it from her father. I met Sushi on the internet through a chat room. We got along really well and became friends quite fast. When she proposed the idea of moving away to this town to live at peace with our creative spirits, well, I didn't think twice.
I haven't met Rutger yet.
Well, he's out of town. He told me he was going on an expedition in search of plants and roots. When you meet him, you'll see what a swell guy he is. He joined up with us to move out here so he could devote himself fully to his great passion, botanical gardening.
What do you know about Mama Dorita?
Well, I've only seen her on one occasion. I got her to give me an appointment to see if she could do something about my lack of inspiration. It didn't work. According to her, I lacked faith. But really, I didn't think swallowing a live spider bathed in coyote brains was going to solve my problems.
That thing you're working on is totally interesting.
This ensemble? I assure you it's not one of my best works. My inspiration hasn't been up to par lately, you know? I just don't seem to be getting any ideas.
This workshop's impressive. I see that besides an artist, you're quite an inventor.
Yes, I like to think of myself as a modern-day Leonardo da Vinci. I combine art and science in my creations because both combined are my whole raison d'etre.
You see, mon ami, there's something I wanted to ask you.
If it's in my power to help.
Hey, those enormous rocks you use for your stone sculptures. How do you manage to bring them here? Do you have some sort of moving crane?
No, it's much simpler than that. I get the help of Oscar, Mama Dorita's disciple. He's amazingly strong and can move stones that weigh hundreds of pounds all by himself. In exchange for helping me with that, I give him menthol chewing tobacco that Rutger whips up for me. That big powerhouse just loves to chew tobacco, you know?
I'll let you get back to your work, Saturn. Au revoir.
Adieu.
So this game can be as long or short as I am with solving puzzles.
Nice set. Yes, sirree. I can't think of any tool I might need. I don't know what's inside, but it looks like it might hold gasoline. No, I don't know what it contains.
Oh, think it might be gasoline, but don't want to take it.
The tank is pretty large. It must hold at least 50 gallons. I don't want to waste any water.
Do 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 do.
It's used to control the crane located on the central beam in the ceiling. For now, I don't know how that would help me. I bet Saturn is one of those guys who has a set bedtime. I don't think Saturn would be happy about me lying in his sheets.
I mean, Link does it all the time in The Legend of Zelda. Those people don't seem to mind. There's a Skyward Sword. You just, like, jump in. That is all good, Angelo. Enjoy the Gundam game.
I don't know why I'd want it. Anyway, I'd have to ask Saturn for it first. Let's see how in the world this works. Whoa!
Hey, what have you done? Get your hands off my catapult.
Sorry, I didn't know what it was.
Well, the next time you don't know what something is, don't touch it. You wasted a whole unopened bucket of paint. Damn the day I decided to build that catapult.
Hey, chill out, dude. I won't touch anything else.
I hope not.
I probably won't touch anything else.
This is a small town. Just one wide road lined by buildings on both sides and a couple of small side streets between them.
Is there anything you want to look at specifically?
It's too high. I'd rather go down the way I came.
Okay, well, I'm assuming the paint we launched...
It's
Ooh.
a sanding block. Kevin must have dropped it.
Do you want it?
All right, better not leave it lying there. I'm sure Kevin will be grateful if I return it to him.
All right. I think we're good. We're gonna mosey on over to see if the paint caused some damage, a hole, something. Maybe. You might be a little addicted, but, ooh, what is this? But congratulations on getting that achievement. It's gotta feel good.
This must have been a supply wagon, because it has some sort of strap attached to an iron ring at the edge. And there are more similar rings at each end of the wagon on both sides. I bet the strap passed through all of those rings over the goods to keep them from moving around on those dusty, bumpy old roads. It's tied to one of the iron rings. I can't tear it off.
Can we cut it off?
Okay, I'll cut right next to the iron ring. That way I'll get most of the whole strap. It must be 6 to 8 yards long. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Well, good for us. So, nothing else there. We're gonna go check out the bank. No, our bucket of paint didn't do much. Hooray! It just made a mess on the floor.
It's undoubtedly the bucket of paint I launched with the catapult. No, I'd get paint all over me. Anyway, it's totally empty and won't do Saturn any good if I return it to him that way. No,
Yeah,
anyway.
you don't want to grab that, but
I don't think that'll work.
okay. Well, I don't know what to do with that paint. I'm sure something important. That's a future me thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, where do we want to go? Maybe the crater. Let's try the crater. Let's go talk to our buddy over here.
Joshua?
Yes?
Something you said when we first met.
Yeah? What?
Tell me more about the dimensional door.
Well, look, the Trantorians have knowledge about the fourth dimension. Our concept of the universe and our reality just can't grapple with the fourth dimension, but the odd thing about it is that space does not exist in the fourth dimension as such. Everything is everywhere and nowhere all at once. They have learned to dominate that fourth dimension and use it to travel from one part of the universe to another instantly through the dimensional doors they've been placing throughout the galaxy for centuries. Well, for centuries is really simplifying matters. They don't really have the concept of time or when. But anyway, that is another story. The most incredible part, like I told you before, is that the dimensional door between Trantor and Earth is right here.
Hey, about your communication machine.
Yes, boy?
How can I help you make the communication machine work?
I'm not sure. The thing is, we need energy for the machine, and the energy is produced when the rotor spins.
Okay, okay.
Okay then.
What other map?
Forget.
Oh,
Well,
whenever you...
Okay, so I'm assuming we can use our strap here.
I don't see any reason for doing that.
I mean,
Yes. We can place the strap between the back wheel of the motorcycle and the rotor on the
Ay,
communication
ay, ay.
machine. That way, while the wheel is lifted off the ground, I can start up the motorcycle and make the spinning wheel turn the rotor, providing energy to the communication machine. There's just one detail missing. I have to join the ends of the strap together to get the invention to work.
well, you want to staple it?
Of course! I can use the stapler to join the ends of the belt together. There we go. I only had 3 staples, but I think it'll hold.
Okay, mended strap.
All right, let's see if I can put this in place. This looks like a job for Joshua. If he could build that crazy machine, he must be pretty clever with his hands. I've got it. I'll give Joshua the strap, explain my idea to him, and have him get his hands all dirty. Joshua?
Hello, Lady Hawk.
Yes?
I came up with an idea to make your communication machine work.
Seriously? That is excellent! Explain it to me, boy.
Look, I thought you could place a strap between the back wheel of the motorcycle and the rotor of your machine. Afterward, we rev up the motorcycle's engine and put it into gear. The wheel will pull on the strap as it spins and...
Oh, yes. I understand now. Great idea, young man. You're not as dumb as you looked after all.
Ouch.
Just one thing. Do you have that strap?
I've got it. You'll put it in place, won't you?
Oh, yes. That is right up my alley. Just leave the strap next to the motorcycle, and I'll do it in 5 minutes. The thing is, right when you talked to me, I had just tuned in a telepathic message from Trantor that I simply must decipher before I forget it.
As you wish, but don't take too long. Well, let's hope he can get this show on the road. I'm dying to check whether my idea works.
Okay, so I'm guessing I have to leave and come back. Gotta trigger those loading events.
Oh man, I see Joshua hasn't put the strap in place yet. I'm gonna have to talk to him. Joshua,
Yes?
how come you haven't put the strap in place yet?
Look, there is one small problem. Logically, I can't put in the strap without taking apart the motorcycle wheel. And I can't take apart the motorcycle wheel because I need a number 10 wrench, which I don't have.
Oh, brother. Now I get it. I've been such an idiot. I shouldn't have joined the ends of the strap until I put it on the wheel. The bad thing is, I can't cut the strap again and restaple it, since it'd be too short. What's worse, I don't have any staples left. Okay, Joshua, don't worry. I'll get us a number 10 wrench and bring it to you.
Okay, I trust you, sonny boy.
Okay, well, let's head back to town and see if we can... I don't think I have a wrench. Definitely don't have a wrench. Alright, let's go to town. We're gonna enter the saloon, because if there's anyone who's got anything, it's probably our buddy. He's crafty at building of stuff. Seems logical. Hello.
Hey, Saturn.
What?
You see, mon ami, there's something I wanted to ask you.
If it's in my power to help.
could you lend me a number 10 wrench?
Sure, take it from the set of tools hanging on the wall.
Getting back to...
Yes?
I'll let you...
A deal.
Okay. Take a number 10 wrench.
Let's see. Here on the left are the wrenches. Shoot! Just the one I need is missing. The number 10.
Of course.
Hey, Saturn.
Of course.
What's up now, BB?
The number 10 wrench is missing.
Impossible. It's gotta be... Hey, wait, you're right. I used it before and left it here in my pocket. Here. Kid, your reflexes are shot, you know? Well, don't worry. The wrench must be down there, in the street. You just have to go down and get it.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Do-do. Let's go get our wrench.
I don't see the wrench anywhere. Ugh. I'm afraid I figured out where it is. It's
Great.
fallen into that disgusting trough. Okay, who's the sucker that's gonna stick his hand in there? Sorry, but I'll have to find some other way to get that out of there.
Ugh.
Because I am not sticking my hand in.
Are you willing to scoop it out?
No, it wouldn't serve any purpose.
Okay, not that.
Pretty heavy. I hope I can use it soon, because I'm tired of carrying pretty.
Okay.
You won't get anywhere.
But you said it's pretty heavy. Since I don't have anything to scoop it out, maybe I can drop something heavy on that to break it. Or at least sploosh out the water. The mud? The muck? Sploosh or slosh? Maybe slash? See if that works.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll drop the pot on the trough, and with a bit of luck, the wrench will come flying out. I can't tell if it worked from up here. I need to go down and check.
I mean, I wasn't expecting the wrench to fly out. I was just hoping for all the junk to fly out since I'm not going to stick my hand in there. It's literally life or death. We're trying to make up for the dead girl that we hit with our car, and we can't even stick our hand in some dirty gunk. Ugh. And it did
Great.
come out.
There's that dumb wrench. It's finally mine. All clean and ready to take to Joshua.
Right, we know where to go. Here you go.
Joshua,
Yes?
I've got the number 10 wrench.
Oh, excellent! Leave it by the strap. I'll take care of it right away. But give me 5 minutes. I was just receiving a telepathic message from Trantor.
Oh, all right, whatever.
Man, he's receiving a lot of these messages.
Okay, let's hope Joshua puts my plan into action.
I guess we leave the area and come back.
What a walk! And I still have a lot further down to go. Anyway, let's get going. Great, now the strap is on. Joshua,
Yes?
I see you put that strap on. Did you see if the invention works?
Sorry, kid. We're out of luck. The motorcycle doesn't have 1 drop of gas
Of
left.
course.
Just what I needed. Wait, let's not get desperate. We can find some gasoline.
That's what I like to see. Initiative. I know you will get it. And with your help, I'll achieve my goal.
Okay, well, let's get out of here. 'Cause I don't think I have any gasoline. Definitely no gasoline. So stand over there. Douglasville, I think I've done a lot. Derailed locomotive. Can't really do much to the abandoned mine, so maybe Mama Dorita? Hello.
Hey, Oscar.
What's up, kid?
I need your help.
I need your help.
What can I do for you?
Well, it's a huge rock I need moved.
Sorry, guy. Oh, shucks.
I'd like to see Mama Dorita.
I told you that can't be. She can't help you with your problem, pal. I'm sorry. When you have other troubles, the ones Mama Dorita can fix up, don't you hesitate to come around.
Well,
All right. Me.
I don't know if there's anything I missed. Thought I'd go to path. Approach house. There's a well. There's somewhere I'm. Just look at ladder. Not very helpful.
I'd better ask Oscar.
Okay, we need to ask Oscar for permission. Got it. Maybe the abandoned mine's got some gasoline? Maybe. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing here. Nothing at all. Maybe back to town? Okay, we'll start looking for gas in the saloon. Let's see what we got. See that, or our buddy upstairs may have some gas. Nothing down here. I doubt the storehouse has more. Okay, let's talk to you.
Hey, Saturn.
What?
You're so interested in this hobby village. So I need to ask.
See, mon ami,
See if it gives me a
there's something
prompt.
I wanted to ask you.
If it's in my power to help.
Oh, there we go. Can I take the tank over there? It's filled with
Can I
gasoline.
take that tank you've got over there? It's filled with gasoline, isn't it?
Yes, it's gasoline, but I'm afraid I can't give it to you.
Of course.
You see, when we came to this town, we agreed on a set of rules. One was that we didn't even want to hear about money. Nobody buys or sells anything here. What we do is use the noble old system of bartering. If you want something of mine, you have to give me something of yours in exchange. If what you want is a loan of something that's not perishable, no problem. We're just as generous as the next guy. But if it's something you can't return because using it means it will disappear, well, in that case, you have to give something in exchange. And I don't think I have to tell you that's the way it'll work with that tank of gasoline.
Okay, I get it. And what might I offer you in exchange for your tank of gas?
Look, one thing has occurred to me. You could give me a piece of art you've made. I love collecting works by other artists, you know. It's quite enriching.
Okay.
I'll let you.
A deal.
Do you want, do I have anything? On this piece of amber?
That doesn't make sense.
Well, you know, won't be the cruise. Do you want my stone?
All right. I don't want to give it up, but maybe I can get Saturn to exchange it for the tank of gas. Saturn! Hey, Saturn! I brought you a first-rate work of art. It's a small sculpture I've carved in stone.
What does it portray?
What does it portray? Well, it portrays the fragility of mankind and the savage environment that surrounds us.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
It's a lovely piece, and I hate to lose it, but I'd give it to you in exchange for the tank of gas.
Well, I really understand the concept and all, and I like it, but it seems like an unfinished work, like a diamond in the rough. Work on it a bit more, and we'll talk.
Whatever you say. You're the big artist. Shoot, it didn't work.
Okay, well.
I'd better polish it up if I want Saturn to exchange it for that tank of gas.
Okay. Well, sand it.
Yeah, if I can polish the stone, then maybe Saturn would consider trading it for the tank of gas. It's worth trying. Well, it certainly looks a lot nicer. Let's hope Saturn thinks the same. Okay, let's see if I can get him to trade it for the tank of gas. Saturn! I fixed up the sculpture a bit, and now I think you're really going to be delighted with it. How's this? Museum quality, huh?
Yes, I can distinguish some softer nuances. The man has evolved. His delicacy in the surrounding environment is apparent. But he's trying to camouflage himself by blending in with progress. That's the idea you're trying to convey, am I right?
That's exactly it. You understand my ideas perfectly. So, are you interested in it? You can have the sculpture, and I take your gas tank and...
No, it still appears to be an incomplete work, like a house without a roof.
Ugh.
When you achieve total mastery, we'll talk about the deal.
Oh, all right. That's fine. This guy's one hard egg to crack. Got to come up with something to add to it so Saturn will like it.
It's gotta be my piece of amber. It's the only thing I've got.
All right, I don't want to give it up, but if the piece of amber fits in the hole, it might be just what I need to give the stone a more artsy look. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
Now it looks really cool. Saturn's really gonna like it now. Okay, let's
Third
see if I
time's the
can make
charm.
the deal this time around. Saturn, observe my sculpture now. Thanks to your advice, I think I've created a true masterpiece. What do you think?
Oh, the light. The divine elements symbolized by light. Of course. In spite of it all, man cannot bear his fragility and needs to create a superior being that gives greater meaning to his existence. That is the point, isn't it?
Exactly, you figured it out. Do we have a deal?
Do one thing for me. Place the sculpture in front of the door to the balcony. The sun will become the final element from which man imbibes the light that shelters him.
Whatever you say.
Yes, truly majestic. Don't move it. That's the perfect spot.
Okay, then I get the tank of gas, right?
Yes, it's yours.
Perfect.
Oh, but there's one thing I forgot to tell you. That isn't any normal, everyday gasoline. It's concentrated gasoline that I make myself. In order for it to work, you have to mix it with water. The formula is simple. For every liter of water, you put in 40 cc's of concentrated gasoline. It is vital for the mixture to be exact.
Yeah, and do you have any measuring tubes to calculate the exact amounts?
Well, look, there's one small problem. My 40 cc measuring tube broke the other day, and I haven't bought a new one yet. But don't worry, next to the gas tank, there's a 1 liter bottle and 2 measuring tubes. You can use that to make the mixture.
If you say so.
Ugh.
The tank
I'm
is
gonna screw this up.
finally mine. And the bottle and measuring tubes? Let's see if I can use this to make the mixture right.
Hmm.
I'd rather ask Saturn whether I can have his water.
Oh. Okay, gotta ask him if I can take his water.
Hey, Saturn!
What?
You see, mon ami, there's something I wanted to ask you.
If it's in my power to help,
Can I take a bit of water from the machine?
go ahead. You can't say no to giving someone water. Take all you need.
Getting back.
Yes?
I'll let you.
A deal.
Okay. Got oil can. What does this do? Empty. So I've got an oil can. Got 1 liter, 50, 30. Oh my goodness. Okay, gotta think about this. Because I need to get a 40, 10 extra. Okay. No. Stop that. I gotta think.
Okay, I'll fill it right up to the mark.
Okay.
There you go. 50 cubic centimeters of concentrated gasoline. Let's hope the big oil companies don't find out.
Oh, wait, I've got this. So I pour it into the 30,
Done, without spilling a drop.
which leaves me 20 in there.
I should fill the bottle with water first, so I can calculate when I have exactly 1 liter.
Oops. Okay. Pour those back in there.
It's
That's
empty now. It's empty now.
so I need 10. So we're gonna take this, the 30.
No, that's not the best way to get.
Okay. Oil can?
Okay.
I got
Ready.
this.
It's filled to the brim with water.
So we're gonna fill the 30.
I'm not putting any water there. All right. It contains enough water to fill the bottle. Right up to the mark. Exactly 1 liter of water.
So then,
Okay, I'll fill it right up to the mark. There you go.
yep. So we're gonna 50 into the 30, which leaves
Done.
20.
Without spilling a drop.
So
No.
add it.
I'll only pour the concentrated gasoline into the bottle when I have exactly 40 cubic centimeters.
Well, shoot. Okay. I thought he was going to be able to do 20 and then I could empty the 30 and repeat the process. Well, that did not go the way I thought I was going to go. Because I was hoping I could just put 20 in and then 20 in, but apparently you can only do it in one crack for some unknown reason.
Okay.
Okay, fill that up.
There you go. 50 cubic centimeters of.
Can I add anything into that?
30 cubic centimeter measuring tube is full.
Okay. Hmm. Let's dump that.
It's empty.
Do that.
Done.
Do that.
It's empty.
Do that.
Done. Without spilling.
So I have 20 in my 50. Which now I can fill my 50.
Okay, there you.
Okay, pour it into the 30, which leaves 40 in my 50.
Okay.
Ugh,
Just the right
that took me a
dosage,
little bit.
so there
Sorry.
shouldn't be any problems. Perfect. Now I've got gas for the motorcycle.
Okay. That was a little painful. We got there though. Okay, so
Alrighty then. Let's fill that tank and see if we can finally implement my plan. Ready. I'll tell Joshua the motorcycle's prepared.
perfect.
Joshua,
Yes?
the motorcycle has gas now, so let's put the plan in motion.
Stupendous! I knew you would not let me down.
Good job,
Let me
me.
tell you what we're going to do. I'll take care of starting up the motorcycle. As soon as the wheels start spinning, go up to the switch on the communication machine. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then go stand by the switch.
Wow, you move fast.
It works.
Amazing! We did it, young man. I knew my idea with the strap would work.
Hey, it was my idea.
Hey, let's forget about that. Now, I need you to help me figure out the combination to open the dimensional door. I need you, kid. Don't fail me now.
Well, all right. What do I have to do?
Look, I discovered that the spot where I achieved the greatest telepathic communication is down there, in the middle of the crater. I'll go down there, and you push the keys for the musical note. That way, I will receive telepathic signals which will indicate to me whether the combination is correct or not. The only thing that you must remember is that the combination is made up of 5 different notes. You understand this, don't you?
Mhm.
You cannot repeat the same note twice in any combination either.
Got it. Different sets of notes, but without repeating any note twice in a combination of 5 notes.
You are one smart little whippersnapper. Come on, Trantor's people are expecting me. Ready? Hit it, Sonny.
How's that?
Here comes Joshua. Let's see how things went.
Hey, 3 of the notes form part of the combination, but only 2 are in the right position. It's going pretty well.
Oh my
Try once more.
gosh.
Okay, I'll try once more.
Come on,
This
I'm going down.
is gonna be painful. Okay, let's keep the first 3 the same. And we'll skip the F and we'll go G and A. This is
Hey, 4 of the notes form part of the combination, and 3 of them are in the right position. It's going pretty well. Try once more.
okay.
Okay, I'll try once more.
Come on, I'm going down.
Let's keep that the same. I'm gonna skip G and F and G. The F and G, I'm gonna skip it.
Hey, 4 of the notes form part of the combination,
Okay.
but only 2 are in the right position. It's going pretty well. Try once more.
Okay, I'll try once more.
Come on, I'm going down.
I like how fast he moves. Clearly, they set it for other things. Which one is wrong? Well, I think A and B are okay. I guess C. Let's try G. I think maybe E?
Hey, those are the 5 notes that make
Okay.
up the combination. But only one is in the right position. It's going pretty well. Try once more.
Okay.
Come on.
This is just straight out. Okay, let's put them all right. Just straight in a row.
Hey, those are the 5
I
notes that
got
make
that, I
up the
got that.
combination. But only one is in the right position. It's going pretty well.
Okay.
Okay,
Come on.
I'm assuming it's C. We're gonna leave E out for right now. This is like a...
Hey, those
Yeah, I
are...
got that.
And 3 of them are in the
3
right
of them are in the
position.
right position.
You've almost got it. Keep going.
Okay.
Come on.
I gotta switch the middle 2 and the top 2. Try C. This is just a guess at this point, because I've got the right stuff. We'll eventually find the combo.
Boys,
Oh, thank
what
goodness.
a trip. There's an intense light covering the center of the crater. I can't see Joshua.
Ryan, this is unbelievable. Just amazing, kid. It's remarkable. Farewell. You can't believe all the love I'm taking with me.
But what's going on?
Oh. Oh, damn. My people need me.
That strange noise stopped and the light disappeared. But I can't find Joshua anywhere. I'm going down into that crater to see what happened.
He's gone.
Unbelievable. The only thing Joshua left behind is that black mark on the ground and his telepathic helmet. Oh well, I don't think we'll be seeing Joshua again. I hope wherever he may be, he's resting in, well, that he found what he was looking for.
Can I take that?
It's still lit up, so it must be working. If it really even does anything, that is. Alright, Joshua won't be needing it any longer. The truth is, I doubt this contraption really improves anyone's telepathic powers, and I don't plan on wearing it to test the theory.
Oop. That's just leaving.
That part of the ground must have been exposed to very high temperatures. No, it's just charred earth. It won't prove anything. And nobody will ever believe what happened here today.
I mean, true. Okay, let's leave. I guess.
Wow. The communication machine stopped working. Well, I suppose the motorcycle used up all the gas.
No. That's fair.
It's out of energy again. No, I'd better leave the thing where it is. It seems to be out of gas again. It's out of gas. And anyway, I don't need to start the machine again. Although, well, yes, I could take the motorcycle since Joshua won't be needing it anymore. But it wouldn't be right. Okay, all right. So I don't know how to ride a motorcycle. What's the big deal?
Can we go through his tent?
Okay, I don't think Joshua will care anymore. Let's see what I find in here. Yeah, this could be really useful. A flashlight that you can attach to your head, and a climbing rope.
Okay. I would say we are done here. I don't think we've got anything yet to deal with Mama Doritas. I think the abandoned mine's where we're gonna finish, so Douglasville? I'm assuming, really assuming we're done with the crater. But I wonder if Saloon Boy's interested in our helmet, maybe? He's an adventure creator, genius person. You might like it. It's artsy. Do you want this, sir?
Saturn, I found the answer to your inspirational crisis.
Really? What is it?
It's a helmet that creates ideas. It stimulates brain activity in an incredible way. You'll see. It'll make hundreds of ideas pop into your mind. Here, put it on.
Let's see. Yeah, I can feel something. Oh.
What the heck?
Wow, I've never felt so amazingly inspired in my whole life. I've got to sculpt what will be my greatest work ever. I'm going out right now to get the perfect stone. Thanks, Brian. I really owe you one.
Oh,
No
put
problem,
that
man.
down. That
And
means I'm
good
gonna
luck.
take it.
Now, how about that? In the end, it'll turn out that the helmet actually works. Anyway, I hope Saturn doesn't become like Joshua.
How many people have died already? Our friend from the museum and the janitor from the museum and Gia? Is that her name? The stripper girl's father. She potentially is dead, and worst of all, our fake pillow woman in the hospital got shot, and that was very tragic. That was like the worst death in this game.
Saturn owes me one anyway. It's very light. I thought it would weigh more.
Okay, now that he's gone, can I touch that?
Okay, let's take advantage of the fact that Saturn's out. After all, what you don't see can't hurt you. Here's the deal. I'll move the statue onto the catapult.
Can we launch that?
There we go. Now let's lower it down carefully. Perfect. Now it's placed right where I want it on the catapult.
Actually, well, when I'm here, is this... I'm gonna fill the oil can up just in case we're here, and then gonna launch that thing.
Okay.
Because I think we're gonna have to do something with our
Ready.
locomotive
It's filled to the brim with water.
eventually. All right, let's see this catapult work. That is the best statue ever. Shoot it.
All right. I hope the statue lands in the same spot as the paint bucket. Let it fly. There we go.
This would make literally no sense. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure a paint can would have gone a lot
I hope Saturn
further.
doesn't miss the statue.
All right. Let's go see if that did some damage. Like, a catapult paint bucket should have gone like flying. There's no way a heavy statue would have landed in the same spot, right? I hope. Ho ho ho. It landed exactly where. Because that makes sense. much sense.
Great. Just what I was expecting.
Really?
A hole is opened up in the floor leading to the basement of the bank.
Okay. Oh, I got it.
Here we go. I can use the statue as a ladder. Good. I've made it into the basement of the bank, which is where the safe is located, like Sushi said.
Okay. Let's... Assuming it's just well, look at the statue.
Luckily, it remained completely intact, although it'll be one hard job to return the statue to Kevin.
Just don't return it to him, it's fine.
Even though it's an antique, it looks very sturdy and durable. It's locked. I'll have to use the right combination to open it.
Okay. I don't get to guess the combination? Whoa.
It's locked. I'll have to use the right combination to open it.
La-dee-da. And I don't get to play with it, so I guess we're out of here. The place we haven't finished playing with is the train, so I guess I will check out the train. Because we can't do anything in the main building. It's useless. I don't think I have anything to do with the boards. I think the boards over the liquor store is just a red herring. That we cannot do that no matter what we do. But I'm thinking we can climb.
It doesn't look too wrecked despite the roof was detached on one side and some of the windows are broken, but the
Actually, before we do that, can I put this into the water tank?
Okay, I'll empty the oil can into the tank of the locomotive.
Got it. So we're gonna see if we can boil this. Next, firewood.
I don't like that idea.
Okay, that's fine. Might be able to load on the other side. Because we've got a way to start a fire now.
Well, all right. These logs will make first-class fuel.
Why did you drop them on the ground and then... Yeah, whatever. Whatever. And hello, blowtorch.
The level of the water tank is really low. I don't want to waste fuel unnecessarily.
But I put water in there. Ugh.
I'd need to fill the oil can with water first.
Okay, back we go.
Okay. Ready.
Okay, we're gonna try to bounce back there real fast.
There we go. Let's fill that tank up a bit more.
Has that got it? Hopefully. Hopefully we're feeling lucky this time. Blowtorch it.
The level of the water tank.
Seriously?
When you turn it, pressure rises in the boiler. I don't know what the two, but the large, well, the lower one indicates.
Okay. Well, I guess we just keep filling it with water until it's happy. I'm guessing. Here's the saloon entrance. Where are you? There you are.
I don't think that.
Oh, get water in your can.
Okay. Ready.
Okay, we're gonna do this a couple times to make sure we got it. I'm pretty sure this is what those young kids call a game lengthener.
There we go. Let's fill that tank up a bit more.
It's like, surprise! Gotta make this trip a few times. For, reasons.
Okay. Ready. It's filled to the brim with water.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay, we'll do it like this and one more time. I'm hoping
There we go.
it's golden.
Let's
If
fill
not,
that
I will do
tank
it
up a
like
bit
another 5
more.
times. Going for like the speedrunner
Okay.
strats here. I'm getting really good at this.
Ready. It's filled to the brim with water.
Okay. Please be the last time I need to do that, because
There we go.
that's much fun.
Let's fill that tank up a bit more.
Come on. Please be good. Don't make me do that again.
Yes.
Oh,
Now is
thank
the
goodness.
time. Careful there. I don't want to
Ugh.
burn my hand off. Okay, this is starting to work. I don't know what the two smaller ones, but the larger two, well, the upper one is a pressure gauge for the boiler, and the lower one indicates the level of water in the tank.
Okay. Do you want to increase the pressure?
Okay, I'll turn the wheel once. I don't want to overdo it with the pressure and make the boiler blow apart while I'm in here. Great. Now I think there's enough pressure.
Okay.
I don't know what the two, but the larger two, well, I think that's the lever that activates the steam outlet.
Oh, okay. Hit it.
Yes, a burst of steam blasted out.
Oh, there's a key. For something.
It must have flown out with the steam through the locomotive smokestack. And from the look of it, I bet I know what key it is. I hope the heat from the boiler didn't deform it.
I'm sure it's fine.
This
Is it?
undoubtedly belongs to the sheriff.
Oh.
I hope the locomotive boiler didn't deform it, and it still works. Wonderful! It opened right away.
Yes. What do we got?
Whiskey. The truth is, unless absolutely necessary, I'd rather not take anything from here.
Well, how do we know if it's necessary?
It stinks like this place, but it's in pretty good shape. I don't think I'll take it. If I carry it around, people will think it's me that reeks. I should look around anyway, though, in case there's something I might need. Yeah, this stethoscope might be good to have.
That'll probably help us with cracking the
Take
safe.
this bottle of liniment. It contains mint.
Cool.
All that's left is a skeleton, which is why it's odd that the thing stinks so bad. Ew! Maybe there's a colony of worms living inside its clothing. No way! You may say I'm a bit of a wuss, but I don't care. I'm not putting my hands in that guy's pockets.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that's a solid answer on that.
It's just an old metal plate. Like I said before, I don't think I'm taking anything out of this cell unless there's a good reason to. Gross!
Okay.
I don't think I'll tell you what that bucket was used for. No!
Pooping. It was for pooping. Okay, I think we got what we needed out of the cell. So I think we are good to go to the bank. Go downstairs. And use that with our safe.
Yeah, great idea. That always works in the movies. Here we go. Okay, I guess I'll turn the dial slowly, number by number, so I don't miss the right one. I need to pay close attention to the sounds I hear every time the dial moves.
All right. Oh, this is fun.
Ha!
That's
That
fun.
sound was obviously the mechanism falling into place. So the first number in the combination is 85 right. Now, I should turn the dial to the left to figure out the second number. Yes, I've got it!
Nice.
29 left.
Then to the right. Keep it going. This is fun.
And the third number, 54 right. Cool. I think the door will open now.
Did we get it?
Let's see what I can find inside of this thing. Well, there are piles of old documents and a map of the mine. Finally, I found it. Let me look it over. Excellent. The site of the Hopi village is marked. With this map, I'll be able to get through the mine shafts and find my way there.
Perfect.
Even if I end up having to re-enter the combination, I think it'd be better to close the safe.
Now, the problem we have is the liniment is good because it has the mint, which we need to make gum so we can get the biggie guy to help us move that boulder. And I might find some leaves in the saloon. Because he does have a greenery. I'm really hoping here. Any of these look like nicotine? Well, actually, can I just shear this plant?
I don't like that idea.
Well, la-di-da. Bonsai tree?
I don't think that's...
Is there anything else in there? In the gardening shed?
Ah, yeah. These dried tobacco leaves could
There we
really
go.
come in handy.
Okay. So. Can I put those in there?
Tobacco leaves into the bowl? Yeah, maybe I'd better, but later.
Okay. Well, we've got what we need to make our gum. So let's head over there. I need your help.
Hey, Oscar.
What's up, kid?
I need your help.
I need your help.
What can I do for you?
Well, it's a huge rock I need moved.
I already told you I can't. My regrets.
Well,
All right.
Okay, do you want to mix it now?
tobacco leaves and... Yeah, but
Oh, maybe I need to put the
I
that
don't
in
think
first?
it would be a good idea to put the liniment there. The bottle could close, so I'd better leave the liniment where it is.
Huh.
That doesn't make...
Okay.
I don't really know what to do.
Can you
That
work with
doesn't seem like...
I want to... Can I cut them?
That won't work.
Wait. Can I just put the leaves in there?
Yeah, that way I could prepare menthol
Oh,
chewing tobacco.
come on.
I need some sort of crushing tool to grind the tobacco leaves so I can mix them with the liniment. Put tobacco leaves into the bowl? Yeah, maybe I'd better, but later.
What's our... Okay, do you want... Oh, bank stamp with the bowl?
Sure, great idea. The stamp is pretty large and durable. I can use it with the bowl to create a makeshift mortar and pestle. There we go. I think it'll work.
Okay, now...
Yes, I think I can use the mortar I've improvised to mash the tobacco leaves in with the
I
liniment.
got this.
Then I'll have menthol chewing tobacco. Let's try it. Okay, I think that turned out pretty good. But there's no way I'm trying it.
So now can I put that with that?
I don't think that's a good plan.
Okay, can I put that with that?
What for? It's already got enough mint.
Or is this... Oh, it is chewing tobacco as is. Huh. Oops.
Oscar, brought you some of that chewing tobacco you love so much.
Really?
Of course, partner. Here you go.
Thanks a lot, Brian.
No sweat, man. That's what friends are for. And we are friends, aren't we?
Of course we are. I needed that tobacco like a lost man needs water in the Mojave. 'Cause the last shipment Saturn brought me was running out. I owe you one.
Now I've got him wrapped around my little finger.
Now he can move the boulder.
Friend,
What's up, kid?
I need your help.
What can I do for you?
Well, it's a huge rock I need moved.
Well, of course. I love doing favors for my friends.
Wonderful. Let's go.
So this is the rock I gotta move, huh?
Yeah, it must weigh a ton. You think you can push it out of the way so I can enter the mine?
This little marble? Of course, partner. Piece of cake. There you go. Is that okay?
That's perfect, Oscar. Thanks, pal. You're strong as an ox.
No problem. I like doing favors for my buddies. I'm out of here. I gotta mosey back to Mama Dorita's in case she needs me.
All right, guy. Thanks a lot and see you around.
Happy trails. And be careful if you're planning on going down that old mine.
And off he goes.
That Oscar, what a nice guy. I'm glad he's on my side and not somebody else's.
Is that foreshadowing?
All right. I've got everything I need to walk around the mine shafts until I find the Hopi village. Let's go in. I hope I get lucky for once.
Well, good luck us.
What can I tell you? Getting over
There
the
we go.
loss of Gina was really hard. Only one thing kept me going. My strong determination to unravel the whole mystery surrounding the crucifix, which ended up being the key to a sacred crypt. I wasn't too concerned about having to get through that old mine, since I've always loved spelunking. But I wasn't aware of the unpleasant surprise waiting for me in one of the chambers. Hey! I see some light over there. Although, according to the map, that's not the exit leading to the Hopi village. Well, I'll take a look anyway. Maybe I can get to the village somehow from outside of the mine. Plus, I'm tired of wearing this darn flashlight on my head. Man, finally! I couldn't wait to take that off. Hey, what is this? Oh no! I can't stand those disgusting beasts! Ah! Bats! No! Help!
Graceful.
I think that's the Hopi village down there. Eureka! I finally found it! It's not gonna be easy to climb down there. The mountain is really steep. The fall would kill me.
So don't jump off.
I'm pretty sure the Hopi village cave is down just a few yards more.
Well, long piece of wood.
It must have been a beam used to hold up the mine shafts.
Do you want it?
Okay. The wood is in pretty good shape. I might be able to use it.
For stuff.
I didn't even notice it when I came running out of the mine. No doubt it's one of James Douglas's miners, killed at the hands of the Hopis.
You gonna move it?
No, I'd rather not touch it. If I did that, it might just fall apart. Surely this is the work of the Hopis.
Okay, well, there's something else there. I missed that.
Look what was hidden under the wood. It must be some kind of mining tool, but the handle's missing. All right. It might be useful to me if I find a handle to put on it.
Let me guess.
The piece of wood is too long and wide to use as a handle.
Ugh. Do you want a bone?
I don't like the idea. It's like grave
There you
robbing,
go.
but I don't have a choice. A bone might be just what I need. This femur has a little part broken off. I think it's just what I'm looking for.
That is strangely convenient.
Yeah, I think the femur could make a stupendous handle. Cool. It stays on nice and tight.
Okay, let's head over there this way. Do you want to... Whoop, not that. Do you want to use this to go down?
I don't think that's a good plan.
Well, you know... Could have been a good plan. Oh, look at nail.
It's not nailed in very well. There's a piece sticking out of the wood.
Do you want it?
No way I can do that.
Can't do it with your fingers, but can you do it with that?
I can't think of anything.
No, not entrance to mine. With the nail.
Okay, I'll take out the nail. It's pretty long, but it might come in handy.
Do you want to combine it with your board?
That won't work.
Do you want to do that
I
way?
like that idea.
Well, you know,
Ugh! I hate those filthy bats more than any other creature in the world. No way! With those revolting winged rats in there, there's no way I'm going back in.
okay. Wait, what do we have? Well, let's go pound the nail in and see if we can tie a rope to this. Eh,
You won't get anywhere doing. All right. I'll nail it into some hard ground so it'll hold tight. Ready. I think it'll hold up.
Okay, rope me.
I can't think of anything.
Okay, with the
Come
nail.
on. The rope has to be well attached to the nail. Ready. And now, let's do some rock climbing. No problem. I was quite the climber at summer camp.
Here we go. And splat. All right, Angelo. Thanks very much for stopping by. You have a fantastic sleep. Oh my
Gina!
gosh. It's Gina.
Brian!
I can't believe it. You're alive. How did you get here?
Long story. When I fell down that hole, I hit my head and passed out. I don't know how much time passed before I woke up. When I came to, it was totally dark. My leg was throbbing. I dragged myself on hands and knees through the mine shafts, trying to find a way out. Finally, when I thought I was about to faint, I reached a shaft with light. I could see the sunlight at the end of the tunnel, so I got a second wind and forced myself toward it. When I came out of the mine shaft, the first thing I found was that huge statue back there, and I was scared stiff. But I regained my composure and passed through all those weird ruins until coming here. I couldn't believe I was stuck in the middle of a rocky canyon with a broken leg. In all truth, I thought my life was over. And that's right where you showed up. Oh, Brian, I've never been so happy to see someone. But tell me, how did you manage to find me?
Well, actually, I came across you by accident. After you fell down that terrible hole, I gave you up for dead. But I swore to solve the mystery of the crucifix. That's what brought me here. These ruins are from a Hopi village. And on the other side of this canyon must be the sacred crypt of the Hopis. The crucifix is actually a key that lets you into the crypt.
That's astounding. How did you figure all this out?
I'll give you the full story later. For now, let's get you out of here and have that leg fixed up.
No, wait. I'm sure it was really hard for you to get here. Come on, let's not just leave without unraveling the mystery of the crucifix. I can hold out a bit longer. Don't worry. Please, go to that crypt.
But you need to see a doctor, and that's more important.
No, please, Brian. I owe it to my father. Do it for me.
Well, okay. Have it your way. You just rest and don't move. Save your energy for when we leave.
Okay, Brian. Don't worry about me.
Oh,
I don't like the look of Gina's leg. I didn't want to frighten her, but it seems like it's broken to me. I'll have to find a way to put a splint on her leg if I want to get her out of here. Okay, I think it'd be best to find that Hopi crypt first. Afterward, I'll take care of Gina's leg.
all right. Well, let's go this way first, since it's obvious they want me to go to the right. No, I don't want to go up the rope. Thought I saw a thing over there. Oh ho! There we go. Go to door. Can I go to door? Go to door. I'm sure there's a reason for this. Okay. Let's go to this unexplored area. I have no idea what that was doing.
Great. Let's look around and see if I can get a handle on this. Yeah. I bet the sacred crypt is up on the cliff up there. Man, It's not gonna be an easy walk. I can't stand those rickety old suspension bridges. Well, I can't turn back now, so off we go.
Oh, look at him go. Look at that speed.
Aha! This must be the entrance to the crypt. And that weird monolith over there must be some kind of door.
Well,
I suppose it's some sort of Hopi deity. No, opening the entrance to the crypt won't be accomplished that way.
I mean, obvious we were told it was a key.
I don't know what sort of plant that is, but the stem has pods growing on it like green beans.
Do you want one?
No, there's really no call for that.
That's okay. Let's use our key.
Yes, that must be the way to open the entrance to the sacred crypt.
Yes.
Bad news. The keyhole in the mouth of the monolith is jammed up with sand, and the key won't go in. Oh man, I thought this was all turning out too easy.
Okay, now do you want something from the bush? Get a branch?
Okay, it may be just what I need.
We'll brush out the mouth a little bit.
A couple of those pods are hanging from the branch. Yeah, I think it could be used to clean out that sand. Ready. Now I think I can insert the key.
Now we can do it.
Well, I hope the key will go in now.
Oh, it's going to. Or there's going to be something else going on.
Great! The monolith is moving. I did it! The time has come to uncover the hidden mystery behind all this.
Well, here we go. What this
Just
game's
keep
all about.
wondering what I might find in there. And the truth is, I'm a bit nervous. Anyway, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Full motion video, baby.
Hello, my young friend. I see that you have taken the wise path and managed to reach this place.
Hey!
I knew you would be able to.
Wupuchin? Is that you?
Yes, I am Wapuchum, the last of the Hopi chiefs. Do not fear. Come closer.
But what are you doing here? I don't get it.
There is nothing to get. Listen, you do not know it, but this is what you have come in search of.
But that's...
I know what it is. The man who put it here brought dishonor to his Hopi blood by hiding it in this sacred place. It is up to you to remove it and distance this rotten seed from our pure land.
Who does it belong to?
I am not the one to answer this question. You must ask the one who brought shame to his race by hiding it here.
That person's dead.
So?
What do you mean, so? I can't ask a dead person.
I assure you that you can.
But how?
You must find the path. I know that you will be able to. Now you must leave. But first, leave the sacred Hopi key here. This sacred place must never again be desecrated.
Okay, I understand. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Wupuchim. Will we ever meet again?
Someday, my young friend. Goodbye, and may Okiwak's light shine on your path.
Same to you, Wupuchim. Goodbye.
I sound way too nonchalant for this. It's like, alright, peace out.
Whoa. I thought I was gonna decipher the mystery, but far from it. I found an even greater one. We've crossed half the country for a bottle with a finger inside. It is a real human finger, I'm sure of it. Bottled in formaldehyde to preserve it properly. But who in the world does this finger belong to that it would be so important? And there would be so many people willing to kill to get it. And as for finding Wupuchim inside there, I'd rather not even talk about it. This is all nuts! Anyway, I'll eventually think of a plan after we get Gina back and get her leg fixed up.
Alright, well, let's return to Gina. Was there other stuff? Oh, Sanctuary. Oh. So we've done the unexplored area, so let's head the other way.
There's a ladder to go down inside. No, I don't trust that ladder too much.
That's fair.
It's huge.
Okay, let's go to the cave.
From up close, that statue looks even more amazing. That face is really intimidating. Now I know how the earliest miners of Douglasville must have felt when they saw this. It must be some type of Hopi symbol. Even though it's in the shape of a cross, it's probably not like a church cross. It's completely solid. There's no door or anything like that. No, it's obviously not any kind of spring or mechanism. And this may sound a bit superstitious, but I don't like the idea of disrespecting the religious symbols of other cultures.
Object resting on stone.
It's a tomahawk.
Well, you can just take that.
A tomahawk could come in handy. Well, this is no simple axe.
Yeah.
It can also be used as a pipe.
It's a tomahawk.
I can't leave without Gina.
Okay. Do you want to cut down some of that rope for her leg?
No, I would only be able to cut a short piece of rope from here. I couldn't use it as a splint for Gina's leg.
Okay, right idea, but I need to be higher up, so let's try to figure out this door puzzle. Go through that. Come out there. I think I went through the middle one, so I'm gonna go far side. I think. If I'm wrong, I can quickly fix it. Okay, that did it. Through the door. Aha, now we can chop it.
Yes. From here, I could cut the rope pretty far up and get a long enough piece to use as a splint for Gina's leg. Here we go. I'll cut up as high as possible. Done.
So now he should return. Perfect. That plus the wooden plank we had, we're golden.
Let's grab the piece of rope I cut off. With this bit, I'll have enough to make a splint for Gina's leg. She's really weak. I'd better get her out of here as quickly as possible. No, better let her rest.
Okay, so
That doesn't make sense.
okay.
With the rope alone, I can't make a splint. I need something rigid to put on both sides
Oh.
of her leg to keep it from moving.
So what we need to do is bust that.
Yep, good idea. By dividing the wood into 2 pieces, I'll have 2 boards to use as a splint on Gina's leg. Ready. I think they're just the right size. I don't like that idea.
Okay, well, can you do it without?
Let me just use the rope to tie the pieces of wood on tight. That'll make a good splint. Let's see. Gina, try not to move. I'm gonna put a splint on your leg.
Get ready for screaming.
Ow!
Oh, nope. Just a,
Okay, I think it'll work. Gina, it's time to go. We've got to get through the mine. But don't worry, I'll help you. And
Yes, but tell me what happened in that crypt. Did you get inside?
Yeah, I went in and,
What did you find inside? Tell me.
well, it was all really weird. I'll tell you on the way.
But
Give it a rest. We have a long walk ahead through the mine. We'll have to stop more than once for rest, so I'll have plenty of time to give you a thorough report. Come on, let's go. I think I know of someone who could fix up your leg. You're doing great. Put your arm around my shoulder.
I don't know if she'd be able to put any weight on that leg.
Oscar, my friend Gina has an injured leg. Mama Dorita can cure her, right?
Of course. Come on, get in here.
Would you believe? Gina was alive! I was flabbergasted to find her after thinking I'd lost her forever. As for the mystery we were trying to solve, we were almost worse off than in the beginning. All we had was a human finger in a bottle of formaldehyde, and that was an even greater mystery than the crucifix itself. Thank goodness I could count on Mama Dorita's help, which was more than just fixing up Gina's leg.
now then, a bit of rest while the master plaster I've placed on her takes effect, and she'll be just like new in a short while. In the meantime, your little girlfriend had better stay here and not move a step.
Thank you so much, Mama Dorita. You are so kind, ma'am.
De nada. You said your name was Brian, right?
Yes, ma'am. Brian. Brian Basco.
Muy bien, Brian. Something tells me you are also in need of my help. What can I do for you? And please, stop calling me ma'am.
Well, ma'am, I mean, miss,
You need to speak with a dead
I
person.
need to speak with a dead person.
Do you mean speak with the spirit of a dead person? Very well, I can help you with that. However, you must know that in addition to myself, I will need a medium while I perform the call to the other side. Furthermore, experience tells me that it is of the utmost importance for the success of the seance that the person with close emotional ties to the spirit remain present. To spice things up a bit, if you catch my drift. Of course, you must keep in mind that you may wish to communicate with the unliving, but the unliving may not wish to communicate with you.
As for the person with close emotional ties to the spirit, there's no problem. That person is Gina.
Very well then, that problem is solved. All we have to take care of is the topic of the medium.
Why do we need a medium?
Look, spirits are intangible entities, and as such, they cannot produce any sounds whatsoever, unless they enter into the body of a living person and use it in order to speak. That is what mediums are for. They are referred to as horses in certain cultures.
Where can I find a medium around here?
I used to work with a woman from Nacozari, a town south of the Mexican border. She was an excellent medium, but one day we experienced a bit of a rough sound, and she swore never to work as a medium again. Besides the woman from Nacozari, I don't know of anyone else around here.
What about using Oscar as a medium?
Impossible! Oscar is a marvelous person, but he is in no way prepared to act as a medium.
I think I could be a medium.
You? I think not. Come closer and look into my eyes. No, you cannot.
Oh, I can't be a
Your
medium.
eyes reveal that you are unprepared to lower your level of consciousness enough to fall into a trance.
Okay, I see what you mean.
I am delighted.
How did Oscar start working for you?
Well, I can't tell you anything about Oscar's past life. That is his own business, and it is up to him to speak about it if he wishes. What I can tell you is that his life had gone astray when I met him. He was like a boy lost in the woods, with no idea where to turn. I did what I could to help him because I immediately sensed a pure soul trapped inside that strong, huge body. He is very grateful to me, and that is why he insists on remaining by my side. I have told him time and again to get on with his life and forget about me. But he says his only mission in life is to stick by me and serve me in every possible way.
Well, that's very nice of him.
I'd like to see Gina.
Go ahead, you know where to find her.
How's the broken
Gina.
leg?
Brian, hi.
Hey, you shouldn't move that leg too much. Mama Dorita says you'll heal in no time, as long as you rest.
I'm just a bit nervous. The concoction that woman put on my leg is really making me itch. Plus, I can't stop thinking about what you told me inside the mine as we were coming here. Especially the part about the human finger in the bottle of formaldehyde. My God, Brian, what are we gonna do now?
Well, I've been giving it some thought, and all I can think of is one thing.
What do you propose?
Look, I can't stop thinking about something that Indian chief told me.
That Wapu something guy?
Wupuchim, yeah. I asked him what that bottle with the finger meant, and he said that the man who took it there should answer that question. I told him that guy is dead. But Wupuchim said that wasn't necessarily an obstacle.
You mean we should talk with...
Yes, with your father. I know it'll be hard for you, but I don't see any other way out.
I understand. Don't worry about it, but do you really think we can speak with a dead person?
Just a few days ago, I would have answered you with a resounding no. But now, after all the things that have happened to me, and what I've seen since we met, I don't know. I think almost anything is possible. Besides, what harm can it do to try?
I guess none. What have we got to lose? But how in the world will we do it?
With the help of Mama Dorita. She's knowledgeable about these things. However, there's one thing that concerns me. Wupuchim said that the person who hid the bottle in the sacred crypt had Hopi blood, so it couldn't have been your father.
Oh, yeah. No, of course not. It couldn't be him. Well, I suppose there are more people mixed up in this strange story.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Anyway, your dad has to be able to explain everything.
I'm sure he can. So, when should we do it?
I have to get a medium for the seance.
Okay. Well, keep me informed, please.
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling?
Better and better. I must admit, Mama Dorita knows what she's doing.
I'm out of here. I have to work on finding a medium.
That's okay. I hate having to stay here without moving, and without helping you.
You just have to think about healing as fast as you can. See you later.
Be careful. Bye-bye.
Be careful. Bye-bye. Alright. I'm going to take a quick 30-second break, and then I'll be back to probably finish this game. So, be just a second here, guys. Oop. All right. I guess let's see how Oscar's doing.
Oscar!
What?
Never mind.
Oh, forget it.
Okay.
Okay. We need to probably head into town here. Read. It's a video game. I mean, what is this game? Let's start with the saloon. It's an adventure game where you drove your car into a exotic dancer and the whole story started.
It's when you step on it, the doors open, and when you step off it, they close. Hey, that guy over there must be Rutger.
Beautiful.
Hello, Rutger, right?
Yeah. And you're Brian, I bet. Saturn's told me about you. By the way, that helmet you gave me is way cool. You wouldn't happen to have another one for me, would ya?
No, sorry. I only had that one.
Well, if you ever come across another one, keep Mr. Rutger in mind.
Sure thing.
Awesome, man.
Hey, that music you were playing sounded really neat.
You thought it was cool? Playing the bongos totally mellows me out. It's my hobby, you know.
The greenhouse you've set up here is really something.
Thanks, man. Plants are my life. That is the truth. I've mostly got African spices in here. You know why? 'Cause Africa is the mother of life.
I was thinking, you wouldn't happen to know of a plant or something like that that would help a person go into a trance, would ya?
To enter a trance? You mean to trip out, right? I have some knowledge in that area.
You think you could prepare me some of that?
I could, but look, I don't know if you're aware of how things work around here.
Oh yeah, I should give you something in exchange. That's it, right?
You got it.
And what might that something be?
I don't know. I don't really need anything. Something I might like, you know.
Could you tell me exactly what the Rastafarian beliefs consists of?
No.
Okay.
I'll just go on my way, Wrecker. See ya!
See ya.
I can't give him the finger. Can't really give him the map. Do you want my piece of bush?
I don't like that idea. That doesn't seem like...
Whip. That?
I don't like that.
Does he want my tomahawk?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that
okay,
might
there
be
it
the
is.
thing to do. Hey, Wrecker.
Hey, what's up?
I believe I have something you might be interested in.
Let me see, man. Ah, yes. It's a fine Hopi axe pipe. Very nice, man.
I'm glad you like it. Do we have a deal then? The pipe, in exchange for preparing what we talked about.
Oh, yes. It's a deal.
Well, he wasted no time on that.
This is sweet as honey. Take a puff.
No thanks. I don't smoke.
Listen, didn't you want some herbal pleasure to lighten you up a bit?
Yeah, but...
Well, this is the thing. Smoke.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna hit us hard.
I'm not used to this, so one drag will do. Whoa. I feel dizzy already. I better get out of here fast. I believe I'm ready to act as a medium.
Let's see. Show me your eyes. No. It'd be better, but no. I must say your disposition for lowering consciousness enough to go into a trance has improved. But you still don't seem adequately prepared.
Yeah.
About the medium,
See, you have found someone?
as for the person with close emotional ties to the spirit, that person...
Very well. What we have to...
Okay, I see what you mean.
I am delighted.
Well, I won't bug you anymore.
Ay,
Bye.
ay, ay.
Vaya con Dios, Brian.
I guess we go back and tell him his wacky tobacco there didn't give me what I was looking for. See if I can take another hit. Just keep going until I'm, like, baked.
Hey, Wrecker.
Hey, what's up?
There it is.
That stuff you put in the pipe didn't work. I need something a bit stronger.
More powerful, huh? I think I know what you need. I was just recently studying some old Indian shaman recipes. There is one that the Hopi tribe's medicine men used to use. Have you heard of them Hopi Indians?
Yeah, I've heard something about it.
Apparently, these Hopi medicine men used to make a brew that was mighty strong.
Good.
They said they used it to help their spirit leave their body and be able to get closer to Kichi Manitou, the Great Spirit.
That is just what I need. Can you make it for me?
I'm afraid not. I have all the ingredients except one, the most essential of all, the Yawaskel.
Yawaskal?
Yeah, you get it from inside these pods that grow on a plant which grows in this area. The problem is, I haven't been able to find that plant anywhere, even though I've searched throughout the region for weeks. Seems this crazy plant only grows on sacred Hopi lands.
Huh. And do you know what the Yawaskal looks like?
From the drawings I've seen, they're bumpy balls of a dark red color. I've studied the topic quite a bit, and though I've never seen any of those balls myself, I'm sure I could identify one if I saw it.
Very interesting, Rutger. I've got to go now. Let's keep talking about this later.
Sure thing, man.
Pretty sure I've got what I need.
I still have the branch I tore off the outside of the sacred crypt. And now that I've taken a closer look, there's some pods on the stem. Yeah, what luck! I bet that plant I took the branch off of is precisely the one Rutger was talking about. I'll pull the pods off the branch. Done. Now I should open them and see if they contain those famous little red balls. These pods are really hard. There's no way I can open them with my hands. I need something else to tear them open.
And I don't have the cutter.
It's filled with all...
Let's see if we can get anything out of the gardening shed.
I don't see anything useful.
Dang. A spot we can check is our good old doctor buddy might have something of use. Doctors cut things.
Okay, let's take one more peek to see what I can find.
Right? It's logic.
This scalpel may be just what I was looking for.
There we go.
Yes. Using the scalpel, I can open the pods up and get the little Yawaskal balls out. Ugh, that didn't work. These pods are as hard as a rock.
Okay. Did all that effort, and it was useless.
Don't insist. Please, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, well, that was that idea. Can't get those. Anything over here? Do you want that chain now?
I can't. It's fixed to... I don't think I'll
Nope.
need it anyway.
Okay. Let's check out the bank. See, I feel like I've done most... Actually, you know, when I say that I think I've done most of the stuff out here, there's actually one place that I really didn't get to do too much, is the hotel. That's the only place that we're kind of lacking.
Ryan, so you made it to the Hopi village, did you?
I sure
Come
did.
on, get up here right away and tell me how you did it.
Okay, I'm coming.
Nice computers. Oh my gosh, that screensaver.
How did you find out?
News gets around fast. And I also know you didn't come back from the Hopi village alone. You didn't tell me about the girl.
You see, I thought she was dead, and I didn't feel like talking about it.
Oh, I think there are lots of things you'd rather not talk to me about. Don't you think it's time you told me the truth about how you got here?
Well, all right, but I'm warning you, it's a crazy story.
Oh, don't worry. All the better.
Here goes. A few days ago, it started off. Gina is at Mama Dorita's house letting her leg heal, while I try to figure out the meaning of a bottle of formaldehyde with the human finger floating inside. That's all. You didn't believe a word I said, did you?
No, you're wrong. I know when someone lies to me, and you weren't lying. Plus, Brian, I kind of like you. You can count on me to give you a hand with whatever you need.
That's great, Sushi. Thanks. Sushi, I'm sorry for disturbing you.
No problem.
I see you're working on the computer, but what exactly are you doing?
I'm a computer expert and, well, let's just say I'm especially interested in everything involving the internet.
Oh, you mean you spend all day surfing the net?
Oh no, I assure you I do much more than just surf the net. Do you remember that scandal in the government a few months ago? Because a hacker broke into the system and showed it was not invincible?
Yeah, of course I remember. That was big news. Didn't the hacker leave behind a signature, like Jane something?
Janie Guitar.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, so it was you. Are you a hacker?
I sure am. And to be honest, I think I'm the best of all.
Unbelievable! Actually, despite the pseudonym, I always thought Janie Guitar was a man.
Typical chauvinistic attitude. Well, you should know that there are many females among the most famous hackers in the world. Have you heard of the A-Team?
Of course, those guys have created some major trouble.
Those guys? No. They are two sisters, Alba and Erin, and they're very good friends of mine. Those gals are hot stuff, let me tell you.
You think I should have gone to Berkeley instead of getting mixed up in this?
The question is that what you think? I don't think so. You know you couldn't leave this half solved. If you had, you would have spent the rest of your life wondering what would have happened if you'd stuck to it.
Anyway, Sushi, we'll talk later.
All right, see you later.
All right, let's see if we can find anything around here.
You can see Sushi's a big music lover. As a listener, and playing her own stuff. I'd say they're processors used for databases. This is no simple operation Sushi's got set up here.
Of course not.
It's not lit. I don't know what each of these things does, but that thing over there looks like a ham radio with some kind of radar for scanning incoming signals. I think I saw it in a science fiction movie. Some classic in black and white. Let's see. A scanner, a printer, a laptop, a digital clock, and a plant. A cactus, to be precise.
It's desk instruments.
I see Sushi has other hobbies besides computers.
Sure there's nothing I'm missing over here. Assuming I'm going downstairs. Oh, no. That's a lie. You can go to the right-hand side.
That's gotta be the one Sushi shot me with when I arrived in Douglasville. No, I'm not into weapons. If it isn't totally necessary, I'd rather not walk around fully armed.
Okay, back to Sushi's work area, and let's go downstairs. Now that we can actually play in here. Don't want to go upstairs.
Just a bunch of names and signatures. What would I want that for? Besides,
I don't
I
know.
think Sushi left it out here for decoration. They aren't real. They aren't real. Those decorative rifles aren't going to help me much.
You don't know that. Oh, poker.
The poker's made of iron and looks pretty strong.
Can we take it?
Yeah, I may use it. It's been covered with ash and soot by the fire, but it's not in bad shape.
Can we use that to open?
You won't get anywhere doing that.
Okay, what was the problem with the scalpel in this?
Okay, let me try again. No way! The pods are like tubes of steel.
Okay, well, can I warm this up?
Yes! Good idea! If I heat up the scalpel, it'll definitely cut better. I'll leave it in there for a few seconds to make it nice and hot. All right, that should do the trick. Ow! I gotta be careful. It's burning hot.
Oh, yeah. Do it.
All right, this time the pods will yield to my strength. Finally. Now I've got those silly ayahuasca balls. And just in time. The scalpel's cooled down and is now at room temperature. Good thing I cut through the pods when I did.
Okay, well, you know what that means. Quickly make sure we don't have anything else going on. Doesn't look like okay. Let's go give him our seeds. Here you go, buddy.
Whoa, Rucker's gonna flip when he sees this. Hey, Rucker.
Hey, what's up?
You'll never believe it.
What?
I've got some ayahuasca balls.
No way, brother.
Don't believe me? Seeing is believing.
Man, you're right. It's prime ayahuasca.
Told you so.
Perfect.
Can you make that Hopi brew you told me about now?
Of course, I'll get right to it.
Perfect. I'll let you work then. Well, a long time seems to have gone by. I think that Rucker must have that brew ready.
Ah, perfect. Or
Rucker?
Yeah, I'm over here, man.
did you already smoke them all?
Is it finished?
I have the finished product. And I'm telling you right now, this is some grade A stuff.
Beauty.
Those Hopis sure knew what they were doing. If this doesn't put you into orbit, I don't know what will, my friend.
Okay. Does this taste bad?
Bad? No way. These guys even made their herbal infusions taste delicious. Drink with no fear, man.
Yeah, I can feel it already. It's as if I were levitating. I'm leaving before the effects get any stronger.
Okay, sir, but I'm drinking the leftovers.
You do that.
Now I know I'm prepared enough to become a medium.
You don't give up, do you? Very well. Let me look into your eyes.
How do they look? Oh my.
You win, Brian. I think you will be able. Your eyes have revealed this. Good. Your mind is ready. Now we must prepare your soul.
Prepare my soul?
It is indispensable in case something goes wrong.
What do you mean by that? I didn't think this was dangerous.
And it is not, provided a medium is truly prepared. Believe me, preparing your soul properly will keep you from fear.
Okay already. Fine. What do I have to do?
Kneel before the altar.
Here?
Yes, on your knees. Repeat after me.
Okay.
San Luciano, I pray that you care for my soul while it is absent from my body.
San Luciano, I pray that you care for my soul while it is absent from my body.
Santa Brigida, protect me with your cloak and do not allow the devil to take over my body.
Santa Brigida, protect me with your cloak and do not allow the devil to take over my body.
Jesus, my soul is clean and ready to travel to your side if you wish it to be so.
Jesus, my soul is clean and ready to travel to your side if you wish it to be so.
Enough. Please rise.
Okay, should I bring in Gina so we can get this over with?
Not so fast. We won't be doing it here. We are going to the Well of Souls.
Where?
Do not worry, it's a proper place. Do you see the well to my right? That is the place. Go.
Do we really have to go in there?
Yes, we do. Think no longer and go in. Vámonos. You will see a seat inside of our pentagram. Sit in it and prepare your mind. Oscar will help Gina and me down.
All right, whatever you say.
This should be good.
Let's begin. Now,
Oh.
Brian, it is important for you to stay relaxed.
Was it really necessary to tie me to the chair?
See, believe me, It was for your own safety, I assure you. Now, stare into my eyes, por favor. All the tension is flowing out of your body. You are relaxed, more and more relaxed. You feel good, muy bien. I am going to count to 3, and when I finish, you will fall into a deep slumber. 1, 2, 3. We are here to contact a being from the other side. We have the wheel and the medium. We have the wheel and the medium. The medium awaits in the center of the pentagram. Someone from this plane wishes to speak with that being. We invoke that being with all due respect. We have the wheel and the medium. Gina, it's your turn. Speak with that spirit. Tell him you want to talk with him.
Johnny the Indian. It's me, Gina. I need to talk with you. You were about to tell me something and we were interrupted. Now we have the chance to finish our conversation. Johnny, it's me, Gina. Please, talk to me.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny, is that you?
Gina, what the devil happened? Where am I?
The Sandretti's got you.
Yes, I remember. We were talking at the Pink Iguana when those thugs showed up, but I don't remember anything more. Where have I been? It's dark here, and I'm freezing.
Johnny, look, you're locked up. The Sandretti's locked you into the basement under the storeroom in the Pink Iguana.
Damn them. Gina, you've got to help me. Get me out of here, and I'll take you with me. We'll be rich, kiddo, and we'll live like kings.
So, it's true? You kept the money from the truck heist?
Of course I did. I pulled one over on those bastards. I'll share the cash with you, baby. Just get me out of here fast.
Now's not a good time. There's guards all over the place. I'll come get you out later. But tell me, where did you hide the money? The Sandretti's haven't been able to find a clue.
Of course they haven't found it. Do you think I'm an idiot? Those evildoers will never find the money.
You are so sly, Johnny. Where's it hidden?
Yeah, kiddo. Too smart to trust you, too. I'm not telling you one more word. Get me out of here, and I'll give you your piece of the pie.
Okay. All right. I'll come back in a while and help you escape.
I'll be waiting. Make it quick.
Johnny? Johnny?
He has departed. And I must say I don't like what I saw one bit. Gina, you have toyed with a spirit, and that can be very dangerous. I hope you don't regret it later on. But let us set that topic aside. Brian is exhausted and needs to rest. Oscar, untie Brian and take him to my room. Lay him on the bed and let him sleep as long as he needs.
Interesting. She's in cahoots.
Ow! Gina!
Oscar put you in bed. You've been asleep for nearly 24 hours. The effort of being a medium left you exhausted. Do you remember anything that happened in the Well of Souls?
Enough! Everything seemed like a dream. It was like I was floating above your heads. But I perfectly remembered that you didn't invoke your father.
No, it was Johnny. Johnny the Indian.
That's it. Well, don't you think you owe me an explanation?
Yes, I guess so. Well, here goes. Remember everything I told you about my father's death in the hospital?
Yeah, of course I remember.
Well, it wasn't exactly true.
You mean your father didn't?
No, he's perfectly fine. And he doesn't work for the government, like I said. He breeds sheep in Marion Bridge, Utah.
So, you invented all of that?
Not exactly. Let me explain. I really did work at the Pink Iguana, but I wasn't really a singer. I performed in another type of show. That night, when my act was over, I talked to Johnny the Indian, a pretty shady fellow who'd just gotten out on parole. Johnny had had a few too many. He told me he was going to start a new life and that I should go with him. He showed me the crucifix he wore around his neck the whole 4 years he's been in prison and said it was the key that would open the door to that new life. He was drunk and I didn't take him very seriously. I thought the guy was embracing Christianity or something like that. And then,
The Sandretti brothers showed up. Johnny asked me to keep the crucifix for him and to disappear before they saw me. Everything I told you about my father's death in the storeroom of the Pink Iguana was true, but it wasn't my father they killed. It was Johnny. They interrogated him and beat him to a pulp. I'd heard of the Sandretti brothers and how dangerous they are, but that night I saw it with my own eyes. When I saw them kill Johnny, I couldn't help but scream, so they found me out and I ran as fast as I could down the alley.
But why were they interrogating him? What did he do?
Well, Johnny had just spent 4 years in the slammer for holding up a truck. The whole heist was set up by the Sandrettis. Johnny was part of the group that did the job. In the beginning, the theft was a success, a fast robbery with no deaths or injuries. The money was supposed to be handed over to the Sandrettis in a garage a few hours later, but someone set a trap. The garage was full of cops, and the thieves were arrested. Luckily for them, the Sandrettis didn't show up personally, so no one could prove they were involved. However, they didn't catch all the thieves. For some reason, Johnny managed to get away, and they didn't find him till 2 days later near the Mexican border. More importantly, the money from the robbery never appeared.
What do you mean?
It wasn't in the garage, and Johnny didn't have it when they arrested him. He swore he escaped from the garage without taking a cent. Despite all their investigations, the police never found the cash. From what I heard the night they killed Johnny, the Sandrettis suspected he'd kept the money, and that he was the one who informed the cops and set up the raid on the garage. They thought he'd hidden the dough somewhere during the 2 days he was hiding out, and that he had let himself get caught, so the Sandrettis wouldn't suspect anything.
You think someone with that much money would allow himself to be caught, knowing he'd be put away for years?
Yeah, if he didn't have any other choice. He knew that if he ran off with the money, the Sandrettis would find out and hunt him down long before the police did. He must have thought 20 million bucks were well worth 4 years in prison.
20 million?
20 million! No doubt Johnny thought that by the time he was released, the Sandrettis would have forgotten the whole story, and that he could enjoy a great retirement. But things didn't work out that way. The Sandrettis don't forget 20 million bucks just because, and they were looking for him the day he got out of jail.
So, when the Sandrettis interrogated him, did they get the truth out of him?
No, that animal Gustav killed him too fast, and Johnny never acknowledged having kept the money.
So we don't know if Johnny really even had it.
Oh, yes, we do. He told me so through your mouth during the seance. The bad thing is, I couldn't get him to tell me where he hid the money.
So, all you were really interested in the whole time was getting that money, huh?
No, well, at least not at first. I was just trying to save my life. I had been an eyewitness to a murder and knew that they would snuff me out to keep me from talking. After that, I admit I thought if we found the money, I could start a new life far from the Sandrettis. Is that so terrible?
Depends on how you look at it. What I don't understand is why they didn't knock us off in Chicago when they had us trapped in the museum.
Someone at the Pink Iguana probably told them Johnny had talked to me before they killed him. They must have thought I knew something about the money, and they wanted to get it out of me. Lucky you were so great and got us out of that awful cabin.
Oh, don't suck up to me now. You've been fooling me all this time. I'm such an idiot. I walked right into your trap.
Please, Brian, you've got to forgive me. I swear I never wanted to lie to you, but I was scared to death, and I was afraid you wouldn't help me if I told you the truth.
Well, you're wrong there. I'm so stupid I'd have helped you anyway. But
Oof.
This is the end of it. I'm leaving straight for California, and you?
No, please. You know they'll kill me. Sooner or later they'll find me and do me in. My only chance is to find the money and use it to start a new life. You know that. Please don't leave me alone now. Help me.
Okay. I'll help you find that cursed money. And then, I never want to see you again as long as I live.
Don't say that. I really care about you.
Oh, please. Don't play me for a sucker again. I already said I'd help you. Save the sorry act for the theater.
Don't believe me if you don't want to, but I'm being sincere. Besides, if we find the money, half will be yours.
I don't want a dime of that money.
Hey, Gene, how's it
You
going?
want.
Well, we know Johnny safeguarded the money somewhere nearby. And no matter how strange it seems, the finger in the bottle must have something to do with it. But where should we start to look?
Look, while you were asleep, I remembered something Johnny told me years ago, before the robbery.
What?
He said that he used to take time off between jobs to spend a few days in his homeland in Arizona, in an old trailer where he used to live before going to New York. That trailer can't be very far from here. And if we find it, maybe there'll be some clues about the money inside.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Well, I'll start with that and try to find that trailer.
I'm going with you. My leg is much better.
No way. You haven't recovered yet, and I don't want to have to carry you.
Are you gonna be mad at me for the rest of your life?
No, because I plan on removing you from it soon.
Fine,
Ooh.
just go alone if my company annoys you.
I'm leaving, but don't worry. I'll be back.
Goodbye.
Jeez Louise. He's throwing all the shade, but he doesn't really sound like he's throwing shade. His voice actor doesn't really dive too deep on him. Okay. If there's anyone that's going to know anything, it's going to be our hotel.
I think the first thing I'll do is go see Sushi. I've
That's what
got
I
to
was
speak
thinking.
with someone I can trust about all of this. Hi, Sushi.
Hi, Brian. How's it going? Did you find anything out?
Actually, I did, but I'm not sure whether I'm too happy about it.
Why's that? What happened?
Everything Gina told me to wrap me up in this mess has turned out to be a pack of lies.
Seriously? Tell all.
Look, you remember about Gina's father?
Yeah, the poor girl saw them murder him in cold blood right before her very eyes.
Well, forget about the murder. The old guy is living peacefully, breeding sheep in Marion Bridge, Utah.
What?
And that's when Gina told me the truth. She can't return to New York because she wouldn't last 2 days. She plans to have me help her find the money that Johnny stole so she can start a new life. I don't know what to do. I'm not interested in the money, but I don't want to leave Gina high and dry either. Besides, my life isn't worth much more than Gina's at this point.
Well, the way I look at it, that money has no owner at this point. It'd be better for Gina to keep it and start that new life than to have it end up in the hands of those awful Sandretti mob guys. As for the bank the money was stolen from, I'm sure it got an insurance payoff years ago, so nobody will lose out.
I don't know. Ever since I left New York, I feel like I've lost control of my life. I'm like a puppet with someone else pulling my strings. They decide what I can and can't do. Sort of like in those computer games. You know what I mean?
Computer adventures? Yeah, I love them. Cheer up, Brian. You know you can count on me for help.
Thanks, Sushi. You're wonderful. Anyway, I gotta try and find Johnny's old trailer. We know it's around here somewhere, and I'm sure I'll find clues in it leading me to the money.
An old trailer? I don't remember seeing one, but the truth is that I don't leave Douglasville except to go into the city for provisions. Maybe Rutger or Saturn know something.
Yeah, I'll go talk to them. See you around, Sushi.
Okay, see you soon.
Alright. So let's get out of here. And we're going to the saloon.
Hey, Rutger.
Hey, how was that yummy cocktail I made for you?
Great, it worked fine. But I assure you, I don't plan on trying it again.
Well, whatever.
Do
There.
you remember seeing a trailer around somewhere during your plant gathering expeditions?
A trailer? No, I don't remember seeing any trailer, man.
Well.
I'll just go on my way, Rutger. See ya!
See ya!
Next. Nice. So now you're carving an alien. Awesome.
Hello, Saturn. How's it going with the idea blasting helmet?
Hello, BB. The helmet is excellent, amazing. The only problem is the Great Desequa,
The what?
the statue I had hanging on the crane. It's disappeared. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Me? No, not a clue. It's so odd, don't you think?
Yeah, well, I hope it's just one of Rutger's little practical jokes, though he assured me he knows nothing.
Don't worry, I'm sure it'll turn up.
I hope so.
Did you see a trailer?
When you've gone out looking for raw materials, Did you happen to see a trailer?
I think I recall seeing an old trailer one time. Yes, but it didn't seem like anyone lived in it. It looked abandoned.
And where was that, Saturn? Don't you remember? It's really important.
Well, let me think. That must have been 7 or 8 months ago. And at that time, I was involved in a project for which I needed a large quantity of clay. So I was in search of argillaceous zones. By the way, have I mentioned a simply amazing work? The construction of an exact replica of the city of Florence in the second half of the 14th century. Splendor of Florence. It's one of my greatest works. You see, I was trying to capture the spirit that...
Listen, Saturn, that's interesting and all, but I'm in kind of a hurry. I'll drop by later so you can fill me in on your great work, but please just tell me where you saw that trailer for now.
All right, I shall. It was on the other side of Painted Canyon Gulch, to the south of Douglasville, about 1 hour away from here.
Okay, I hope I can find it.
You should really reflect on your life, BB. You always seem to be searching for something you don't have.
Okay, now that's just not necessary.
Now that you've got your inspiration back, could you return the helmet to me?
Return the idea-forming helmet? Not a chance. A deal is a deal.
Well, meh.
I see you're working on a stone sculpture right now.
Yes, I can't tell you exactly what it is that I'm sculpting, but I've been struck with great inspiration.
We'll discuss that later, Saturn. See you soon.
Ciao.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's see if I'm able to find that trailer.
I'm sure we can find it.
Ha! There's the trailer. No doubt about it. That's gotta be the one. Okay, let's see what I find around here.
Apparently not a lot. None of this is popping up interesting. Nice trailer.
What a wreck. I don't think the engine will even start up. It's closed.
Open it?
Impossible. It's locked up tight. What a wreck.
Okay, well, do we have anything for a lock? Do you want to scalpel it?
No, I don't think that'll open the...
Well, it's the only thing we've got. Can you poke it open?
Sure. By using it as a lever, I might get that door open.
Booyah.
It worked! I'm in. Let's see what I find inside. Ugh, what a stench! Place is a mess. I'd better move fast and get out of here as soon as possible. It's as big of a mess as the rest of this disgusting trailer. It's just filled with old clothes. I won't find any clues in there. Just old clothes and some blankets. I wouldn't sleep in that bed for anything in the world.
Well, that's fair.
Don't see anything tasty. Just some leftovers and a couple of empty bottles. No, that's okay. What for? The piece of cheese on the third shelf? I think it's already too late to save it.
What am I missing here?
How weird.
Ew.
This looks like a nun's habit.
Can we take it?
No. Why would I want to take that? Plus, I'm very respectful about that sort of thing. I wonder why Johnny would have a nun's habit in here. I wonder why Johnny would have... No. Why would I... Plus, I'm very respectful about that.
Don't see anything else. Okay. Is there anything else about the trailer?
What a wreck. I don't think the engine will even start up. What a wreck.
There's a tray there.
It's full of papers.
Okay, we'll take
Okay,
them.
I'll just rummage through these papers. This looks interesting. It's an advertisement for a bank. That may be where the money is. I bet Johnny put the money in that bank. I have to find out if he really did.
Okay, well, there's a person who may have information for us. Our computer whiz and owner of the town.
Sushi!
Hey, Brian. Anything newsy?
I found Johnny's trailer.
How cool! And did you find any clues leading to the money?
Yeah, I found a brochure for a maximum security bank in the trailer. I'd appreciate it a lot if you could investigate it on the internet and find out about the bank.
Sure, that's a cinch. I'm gonna finish a little job I'm wrapped up in, and then I'll get right to it. Leave the brochure on the desk, please.
Okay, thanks, Sushi.
No problem. I'll report back later.
Okay. Okay, gotta leave. Let's go talk to her.
Sushi, sorry for disturbing you.
No problem.
There we go.
Did you find anything on that bank brochure?
No, I haven't had time yet. I'll do it soon, don't worry.
Okay,
Anyway,
All right.
here's gotta be something we're missing. So we've done that, done that. Don't think there's anything in the sheriff. I still don't think we can enter the liquor store. As I slowly walk my way over there. Slowly. Holy moly, I'm giving up the liquor store. Bank? No, there's definitely nothing in the bank. Loco?
I love those big smokestacks on old steam trains from the 1800s.
I don't know if anything's different here.
It whistles by letting steam out. It was hooked up to the engineer's cab using a sort of rope that he would pull on when he wanted to sound it. That's where you put water into the tank.
Let's check inside. We'll just start working our way around.
Not sure what this one is for, but I'd say it's the one that releases water from the tank if the boiler doesn't have enough power to heat up all of the water. After being in the same position for over a century, I thought it'd be harder to move than this.
I'll pull it.
Yes,
It's a
first
sheriff's
the steam
badge.
blasted out. I'd rather not touch this one. I don't want to mess anything up.
Okay, this was lucky. And I have no idea what we want to do with the sheriff's badge.
It's a sheriff's badge. It must have flown out the smokestack like the cell key did.
Okay. Well, that's ours
Yeah,
now.
I can use that. It's not too worn out considering the circumstances.
Okay. I have no idea what else to do now, but double check to see if she's
Brian,
done.
come on up,
Oh,
fast.
thank goodness.
I've got some really juicy news.
I'm coming. So, what did you find out?
First of all, I investigated what type of bank the brochure you found is for. It's not any conventional bank. The customers rent safety deposit boxes to keep their stuff in. Money, jewelry, antiques, whatever. They don't have to give any explanation at all of what's deposited inside. And I assure you, the place is a veritable fortress. I need not say that there has never been a robbery or even an attempted robbery.
Then, do you think Johnny put the money there?
Well, it's a possibility. This type of bank charges its customers a fortune, and in turn they pay astronomical taxes to the government in exchange for certain immunity. I mean, the police have no access to lists of customers or the items on deposit. That undoubtedly makes it a pretty safe place to stash money. Using my amazing skills, I broke into the bank's database, but I didn't see the name Johnny anywhere on the list of customers. That doesn't surprise me. If Johnny wanted to hide the money there, I'm sure he was more concerned about throwing the Sandrettis off than the police. But what really gave me a big clue was the security system used at the Mojave Bank. When customers rent a safety deposit box, they receive no key or magnetic card whatsoever. Nothing. What they do is perform a fingerprint analysis. And when customers want to access the box, they just place their index finger on a scanner for the computer to identify their fingerprint. And then they're let in. You catch my drift?
Yeah, you're thinking of the bottle of formaldehyde I found in the sacred crypt.
There you go. Then I researched the police databases, and I entered Johnny's full name, John Tawangyama. I verified that he showed up dead in a New York alley 2 days ago. I kept following the lead of his last name, which obviously isn't very common, and I found an interesting bit of info. 4 years back, a woman's corpse floated up in the Green Gila River. When they checked her identity, she turned out to be Sister Juana Buenadicha of the Santa Clara Mission in California. She'd been strangled and thrown into the river.
A nun? No way! How was she connected to all this?
Juana Buenadicha is the name she took when she entered the order. That woman was an Indian, though, and her real name was Mary Tawangyama.
Was she related to Johnny?
It was his twin sister. Guess what was missing from the body when they found it?
A finger.
I bet it was her right index finger.
Bingo! And whose name do you think the safety deposit box at the Mojave Bank was rented to for 10 years?
Sister Juana Benedicha?
Exactly. It all fits together now. Johnny made his sister rent the safety deposit box at the Mojave Bank and put all the money there. I don't think he planned on killing her in the beginning, but by the end, he was afraid she would betray him while he was in prison. That scoundrel preferred not to risk it, so he strangled his own sister, cut her finger off, and tossed the body into the river. I guess he thought it wouldn't be hard to disguise himself as a nun and use his sister's finger to take out the money when the time came. Hiding the finger in the sacred Hopi crypt seems a bit unlikely, but I think he was running out of time by then, and he needed a safe place to keep the finger for all of the years he was going to be locked up in jail. He knew about the crypt, and it seemed like a good solution. I suppose that what he never counted on was that the Sandrettis would get suspicious and go after him the minute he was released from prison.
Good work, Sushi. I'm amazed.
Thanks. Well, I don't think there's anything to stop you from taking the money using the plan Johnny already cooked up. Just to be on the safe side, it would be better for Gina to dress up as Juana Buenadicha. She can put on a nun outfit and use the finger. I don't think she'll have any trouble taking out the cash. These banks are famous for not asking lots of questions.
Sushi, it's only fair for you to get some of the money. You've definitely earned your share. I don't really need it.
No, Brian. You know, I don't like to talk about this, but I've actually got a lot of my own money already. I inherited a truckload and won't be able to spend it all if I live 1,000 years. I'm not interested in money, probably because I've never needed it. That's just me. Don't think twice, Brian. Have Gina get the money and start a new life. You just have to get a nun costume, and that shouldn't be a problem.
Wait, now I remember. When I was in Johnny's trailer, I saw a nun's habit on a hanger.
How evil. I'm sure it was his sister's habit. Well, all the better. Go get that habit and you're ready. But don't leave without saying goodbye.
Of course not, Sushi. Before picking up Gina to leave, I'll come by and say farewell. See ya!
See ya, Brian!
Alright. Let's finish this game up. Oh no, slow walking. It's literally my kryptonite. I get it, the first time you're in a place, it's nice, but pick up the pace, buddy. We know what we're here for. We know what we want.
okay, but it gives me the creeps to take it. Think of that poor woman killed by her own scoundrel of a brother. I think we're in luck. The habit is just Gina's size. Okay, all set. Now for the money. Hey, I hear the sound of an engine in the distance. I think a car is approaching. It might be dangerous. I'd better hide just in case.
Of course. They also figured it out.
No, not now! Those dumb goons, Gustav and Fyodor, they found us!
Here's the trailer, just like Bob said.
Yeah, but I don't think Johnny the Indian was dumb enough to hide the cash here.
I don't either, but we better check. Did you see that? Fresh footprints by the door.
Do you think they belong to that idiot and that bimbo?
They only belong to one person, and by the size of them, they must be his. Something tells me they're close by. They probably split up to try and find where Johnny stashed the dough. I bet they'll come back here, either together or alone.
What if they have the money?
Nah, I don't think so. Plus, finding them in this area won't be that easy. This is a huge desert. Let's do a full search of this trailer and wait for a while to see if they show up.
What if they don't?
Then we'll go out and look for them. And mark my words, we'll find them, whatever it takes. And when we do, they'll wish they'd never been born. Come on.
Rotten killers. I've got to do something before those two find us.
Okay, well, let's go to Rita's house.
I'd better ask Oscar for permission first.
Okay.
Oscar!
What?
I need to speak with Mama Dorita.
All right, go on in.
Although maybe I should have picked Gina. I don't know why I picked Mama.
Hello, Mama Dorita?
Welcome to my little hacienda, Brian. What can Mama Dorita do for you?
I'd
Gina.
like to see Gina.
Go ahead. You know where to find her.
That was my bad.
Gina tried on the habit, and it fits like a glove. As for the thing about Gustav and Fyodor, I preferred not to tell her anything. If she'd found out those killers are roaming around here, there's no way I would have gotten her to stay in the house recuperating. It's too bad Douglasville doesn't have a man of the law to take care of those awful goons.
Oh, we can solve that problem. There you go, buddy. Be a
Oscar?
sheriff. You're strong. As you scratch your crotch.
What's up, Brian?
Your life has a new mission. I've spoken to Mama Dorita about this, and she fully agrees.
Well, what is it?
Oscar, you've been named the new sheriff of Douglasville.
Yeah.
Wow.
Please raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Repeat after me. I promise to defend, with my life if necessary, the laws set down in the Constitution of this nation.
I promise to defend with my wife, if necessary, the laws down in that Constitution of this here nation.
And I swear I will do everything necessary to ensure that these laws are not violated and to pursue anyone who might attempt to break them.
And I swear, I'll do things necessary to ensure them laws aren't violated and to pursue anyone who might attempt to break them.
Perfect. Oscar, I hereby officially name you Sheriff of Douglasville.
Dandy.
Sheriff Oscar, your first mission has already come in. Listen, you've got to go to...
Hey, what about my weapon?
What?
My sheriff's weapon. What kind of law enforcement official can I be without a weapon?
Yeah, you're right. Of course, your sheriff's weapon. Sorry, I forgot to bring that. I'll go get it. You wait here, and I'll be back faster than you can say sheriff. I'm sure she won't care if I take the rifle.
Now this is looking better. So you were saying? What is my first mission as sheriff?
Look, about 3 miles south of Douglasville, there's a couple of guys creating a ruckus and frightening the locals. You've got to stop them and lock them up in the Douglasville jail. But watch your step, partner. These guys are armed and dangerous.
Don't you worry, friend. In the penitentiary, they used to call me Terminator. I'm going after them.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can do the job, Sheriff. Okay, the best thing to do would be to head for Douglasville and wait there until Oscar's completed his mission. From this window, I'll be able to see Oscar when he arrives. Here comes Gustav and Theodore's car. And Oscar is driving, so I guess everything went okay. Yes, he's pulling them out of the car, and he's tied them up hand and foot. What a tough dude! He's grabbed each of them by one arm and is dragging him into the jail. Whoa, he's so buff. I've got to tell Sushi.
Let her know what's what.
Sushi, good news!
Really? What is it?
Those cursed assassins are now locked away in the town jail.
But how did you manage that?
It was Oscar. I made him the town sheriff and gave him his first mission, to capture those 2 killers.
No way. You're unbelievable, Brian.
That big guy Oscar is unbelievable. By the way, I gave him your rifle so he could carry out his mission. You don't mind, do you?
No, that's okay. Plus, I won't be needing it anymore. Law and order have been brought back to town.
But seriously, this is all good, but it doesn't solve the real problem. Besides, we're not exactly the murdering types. And even if we were, all we'd achieve by eliminating Gustav and Theodore is for the Sandrettis to send more killers after us.
Yep, you're right. We've got to think of something to free us of the Sandrettis for good.
You said it. You know what? I think I'll go and congratulate Oscar and get the pleasure of seeing those 2 thugs behind bars. Are you coming?
No, not right now. You go, and I'll keep thinking of a plan.
All right, see you soon.
See you soon.
Well, let's go see those thugs behind bars. As we slowly walk over to the sheriff. Slowly, slowly.
Oscar, good work! You managed to catch those 2 bad guys.
Thanks, but I was just doing my job. Those 2 bandits thought they could beat me with a little gun and some knives.
Yeah, they were really fooling themselves. You locked them up in the cell, right?
Yeah, the things they were carrying are in a jail bag on the desk in the office.
Perfect, Oscar. You're a real professional.
Just doing my work. By the way, Brian, from now on, would you mind calling me Sheriff?
Of course not. It would be a pleasure, Sheriff.
Well, let's,
Hi, guys.
You're the moron behind all this?
Not as much of a moron as you, it seems. This time you've met your match, one would say. Wouldn't you, boys?
You mean that orangutan? He caught us off guard.
He didn't look dangerous with that silly face.
I'd watch my mouth if I were you. If Oscar hears you, I accept no responsibility for his actions.
You're some smart-aleck kid, but you're out of your league. Stop playing funny, boy. You're a dead man.
Yeah, deader than that corpse there behind you.
I don't think you should be threatening anyone at this point. You should be begging! And speaking of that guy back there, take a good look, because that's how you guys are gonna end up. What a waste of time talking to 2 killers.
Why don't you shut your trap,
That's
you
the bag
Russian
Oscar left
retard?
me. Inside are the things Gustav and Fyodor had with them.
well, let's take it.
Okay, examining the stuff those 2 guys were carrying around may give us some ideas. The canvas is pretty worn out, but I don't think it'll tear. Let me take a look. A gun, 3 loaders, a few knives, brass knuckles, a couple of wallets, and a cell phone. Run-of-the-mill stuff.
Okay. Let's go back and talk with our computer whiz.
One thing.
Nope, don't wanna. I wanna talk. There we go.
Sushi, sorry for disturbing you.
No problem.
Whoop. Nope.
Anyway,
All right.
Should I give it to you?
Sushi,
Yes, Brian.
I brought you everything Gustav and Theodore had on him. Maybe you can use it to investigate on the internet or something like that.
Okay, as soon as I have time, I'll take a look at it. Leave it on the table for me, please.
All right, it's all inside a jail bag.
Okay.
Can I talk to you yet?
Sushi,
No problem.
Taking a look at their things?
have you taken a look at Gustav and Theodore's things?
No, I haven't had time yet. I'll do it.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
Let's leave the hotel and re-enter. And
Sushi, sorry for disturbing you.
please tell me you've had a chance to look at it.
No
You're so close to
problem.
the end, I can taste it.
Have you taken a look at Gustav and Theodore's things?
Yeah, but I bet all their papers are fake. I haven't found any information on their past on the internet. Although, well, there is one thing I discovered. Gustav is a total movie fan.
Movies? How do you know?
While looking through his wallet, I found a season ticket to the Film Archives of New York. Can you believe it? That animal is a cinema lover. I don't want to imagine what his favorite films are. You know, movies are what I miss most since moving here. In Boston, I used to go 2 or 3 times a week.
You like movies? Oh, I do too. I'm a major movie freak.
Oh, yeah? So tell me, who is your favorite director?
Steven Spielberg?
Steven Spielberg.
He's not one of my favorites, but I won't deny he's very talented. He's a hard worker and has directed some great films, of course.
Oh.
Getting back to our...
We were discussing our cinema favorites. Who did you say was your favorite director?
Woody Allen?
Woody Allen.
He's my favorite, too.
Okay.
I know it's hard to pick, since there are so many good ones, but which of his movies do you like best?
The... Bullets?
Bullets over Broadway.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. One of the few Woody didn't act in. It got a bunch of Oscar nominations, but I think it only received one. Diane Wiest for Best Supporting Actress.
Okay.
Getting back...
We were discussing... Who did you say was your...
Woody Allen.
He's I know, it's which of his...
Manhattan Murder Mystery?
Manhattan Murder Mystery.
I love that one. Do you remember the scene where... Hey, wait a minute. I think I've got an idea to solve all this.
Okay.
Just let me think for a minute here. But it should work. Wait, let me organize everything and then I'll explain.
But can't you tell me about your bright idea?
No, I'd rather make sure that we have everything we need first. Come back in an hour, okay?
Seems like it's been an hour to me.
Well, that was a fast hour.
Well?
Let me explain. Remember how in Manhattan Murder Mystery they record the husband's voice in order to pretend that he makes a phone call later on?
Yeah, sure I remember.
My idea is to do something similar. We'll call the Sandrettis pretending to be one of the thugs. There's a cellular phone in Gustav and Theodore's things. I've looked through it, and there's a number memorized as bosses, which is undoubtedly the number they call to report to the Sandrettis. We use a more sophisticated system than in the movie. A voice emulation program I downloaded once from a website called The Way Secret and Fully Invincible.
What would we achieve by calling the Sandrettis and pretending to be the thugs?
We'll make them suspect that Gustav and Theodore are intending to keep the cash for themselves.
Yeah, That sounds like a good plan. How do we do it?
You have to record the thugs' voices so I can enter samples into the program. It'll analyze them and create a filter which we can use on any voice to make it sound like the voice of those killers.
Program is that good?
Guaranteed. Meanwhile, you have to record Gina saying something like, "You lying murderer, you killed him and now you want to keep the money." Gina is on our side, so we can just use her voice. We don't need to emulate it. Got it?
Yeah, but are you sure this is gonna work?
Of course I am. Don't you worry. Just do your part and leave the rest up to me. There's an MP3 recorder on the table. Go get it and record those voices, please.
All right, I will.
Okay, don't take too long.
I won't.
It's small and incredibly light.
Okay. Down. Out.
Okay, let's do it. Hi guys, how's it going?
What kind of game do you think you're playing, kid? Let us go now, and you might get out of this alive.
I'm starving. Aren't you going to feed us? Man, they get better treatment at Shawshank.
By this time, the Sandrettis must be asking themselves why we haven't called in for 2 hours. It won't take them long to send someone out looking for us. Get ready, you worm!
Hey, I think I'm ready to re-enter society. Why don't you let me out so I can integrate and start a new life? The first thing I plan to do is go massacre your whole family.
Oh, how generous.
Why don't you shut your trap, you Russian retard?
Give it a rest, One-Eye.
Come on, boys, don't argue. Cellmates are supposed to get along.
Okay, so there's that done.
Done. Now I have the voices of those two recorded.
Hello, Gina.
Johnny!
You tricked me, you hussy. Now you're gonna die. Now you know how it feels to be.
Wake up! Calm down. You were asleep. You must have been having a nightmare.
Yeah, it was horrible. Johnny was rising from his grave to kill me.
There. It's all over now.
Yeah, good thing you got here and saved me from Johnny. You don't look so angry with me anymore.
Well, let's drop that. Listen, come up with a plan for us to keep the money and get rid of the Sandrettis forever. I need to record you saying, "You awful killer! You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves!"
But what for? Explain it to me.
There's no time, Gina. Just trust me. Come on. Let's rehearse once before recording. Let me remind you of the sentence. "You awful killer! You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves!"
You awful lying killer. You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
That was pretty bad, Gina. When you lied to me, you did a much better job. Come on, try again.
You lying killer. You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
Better, but it still doesn't sound real. Try it once more.
You lying killer. You killed him and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
Well, it's no Oscar performance, but it'll do. Wait for me to start recording and say it again.
You lying killer. You killed him, and now you want to keep the money for yourselves.
Okay, I'm leaving. There's no time to lose. Get ready. I'll come back for you shortly, and we'll go find the money.
Aren't you going to tell me your plans?
Later, I promise. Right now, I have to leave.
All right, but don't take long, please.
No, don't worry. See you soon.
See you.
Now it's all recorded. I should take the
Perfect.
recorder to Sushi ASAP so she can implement the plan.
Yeah, let's get out of here. And hopefully this is it. This could be the ending right here.
Hey, Sushi.
Hi. Did you get the recordings?
Yes, I have it all.
Excellent. Leave the recorder on the desk and give me an hour to organize everything.
Whatever you say. See you in an hour.
Bye.
Why is it always an hour?
Seems like it's been an hour to me.
Copy and paste.
All set?
All set. Look at this.
Brian, you're a bag of pond scum.
How does it sound?
Wonderful, Sushi. And you said I was unbelievable. You're the amazing one.
Well, it's no big deal. I ended up using Gustav's voice because he seemed like the thug leading the show. We'll make the call using my computer, but the computer has a system that will make them think they're receiving the call from Gustav and Theodore's cell phone. I've also prepared the sample of Gina with a few touch-ups, including gunshot sound effects I added in. Let's go. I hope everything turns out okay.
I'm sure it will, Sushi. I trust you.
See how this goes.
It's about time. What the heck is up?
We nabbed him.
Well, have you gotten the information out of him?
It's what we suspected, boss. Johnny told that floozy where the money was hidden before we did away with him.
I knew it. So, what about the cash? Do you have it back?
Bad news, Chief. The money's history.
What? What do you mean it's history?
Let me explain, boss. When we got here and found that bimbo and her little friend, we decided to follow them without them seeing us. You know, to see if they'd lead us to the cash.
And?
And it worked, boss. We followed them to an old abandoned mine. And apparently that's where Johnny hid the booty after the heist. We caught him by surprise exiting the mine with 2 huge trunks. But this stupid mule Theodore jumped the gun, as usual, and shot too soon.
You useless, incompetent donkey!
Theodore missed and they ran back into the mine. We chased after him and trapped him at the end of the mine shaft full of boxes. Boxes of dynamite, that is. I screamed at Theodore, "Don't shoot!" But that dimwit of a Russian had already fired a gunload of bullets. The whole place turned into an inferno in 1 second. We ran out and escaped from the mine by an inch.
Stupid morons.
The whole mine blew to bits with the floozy and that idiot inside. And the money, unfortunately. I'm sorry, boss. The way we left that place, there was no way to get the money out, and...
You lying killer. You killed him, and now you want to keep the money for yourself.
What was that? Gustav, you filthy rat! That was the girl who was screaming! Gustav! Gustav! You won't steal a cent from me!
Perfect. The seed has been sown.
Cool. Oh, and thanks for calling me an idiot.
I'm sorry, but it has to be credible.
It doesn't matter. This came off great.
It sure did. Excuse my lack of modesty, but I did a wonderful job here. And you don't even know about the icing on the cake yet.
What icing?
Listen, and try not to fall to the floor and kiss my feet. I hacked into a Swiss bank and created an account under Gustav and Theodore's names with a balance of $20 million. I printed up a receipt from the account and stuck it into Gustav's wallet. It's hidden well enough that he won't find it before the right time. Tomorrow, I'll instruct Oscar to take the killers out of the jail, blindfold them, and take them far away from here. I'll tell him to abandon them on some remote highway, but to make sure he gives them their stuff back first. Either I'm way off here, or the Sandrettis will soon find them. I wouldn't want to be in their skin when the Sandrettis find the receipt from the Swiss bank.
Simply brilliant, Sushi. You never cease to amaze me. The only thing is, I'll have to lend Oscar the thug's car. I thought I'd use it myself to pick up Gina and go straight to the Mojave Bank before having a panic attack, but...
Oh, take it. It doesn't matter. Oscar can just take one of my Hummers tomorrow.
One of your Hummers?
Yeah, I have 3 in the barn, so that's all worked out. Anyway, let me tell you something. I hate goodbyes. I always end up in tears.
Could've given me a Hummer.
I'd rather just stay here by my computer instead of watching you leave, okay?
Thanks for everything, Sushi. I'll never forget you.
Goodbye, Brian. Please come back someday. And send me some email. My address is sushidouglas@hotmail.com.
Of course I'll write to you, Sushi. So long.
Farewell.
Sheriff, I've got a mosey. I've got an urgent mission elsewhere. I'm taking the prisoner's car, all right?
Sure. The keys are in the ignition.
About those two guys in there, just follow Sushi Douglas's orders. She's the mayor of Douglasville.
I'll do that.
See you soon, Oscar.
Adios, amigo.
Oh, gonna miss you, Sheriff. You did a good job cleaning up that scum. Guess we're now gonna get the money and disappear into the sunset.
Goodbye, Brian.
We'll miss you.
He was gay, wasn't he, Maud? What?
It's amazing how Sushi helped me put all the pieces together, isn't it? She's an amazing girl. I picked up Gina at Mama Dorita's house. Her leg had almost totally healed, so we headed for the Mojave Bank. We got there at dusk. That wouldn't be a problem. Sushi made sure it was the kind of bank where customers can do transactions at any time of day. We were pretty scared, but it turned out getting the money was simpler than we expected.
Just casually going in to get 20 million. Good luck, Gina. Get us our money. This is clearly more advanced than Full Throttle. There's gonna be a bunch of bills sitting in there, isn't it? I really expected a Scrooge McDuck full of cash in that room.
Can you believe it? There I was, driving a car stolen from a bunch of murderers with a beautiful woman at my side and 20 million bucks in the trunk. Las Vegas was close by, so we headed that way. We ditched the car and checked into a luxury hotel. Throwing caution to the wind, Gina insisted we get the best room in the hotel. The honeymoon suite, obviously for newlyweds. So, we signed in under bogus names, pretending we just got hitched. Let me tell you guys, that sure made up for the bad days I've had. Gina and I, well, let's just say we had time to get more up close and personal. One morning when we went down to breakfast, we read in the newspaper that two guys' bodies had shown up, riddled with bullets in a New York alley. Their description left no room for doubt. It was definitely Gustav and Fyodor. They didn't give any further information in the paper, but I can imagine what went down.
Stop lying, you leeches. Where's the money?
I swear we don't have it, Don Roberto. That tramp's little friend is smarter than we thought. He framed us.
So what about that telephone call?
I never made that call, Don Roberto.
You filthy mutt. Do you think I can't recognize your scratchy, betraying voice, you cellar rat?
We aren't lying, Don Carlo. We would never betray you guys. Roberto, perhaps they aren't deceiving us. Gustav and Fyodor are our best men, and they've always been loyal.
I know, Carlo. I know. But unfortunately, loyalty comes at a hefty premium these days. And I guess losing it for $20 million isn't a bad deal. So let's see if your faithful boys have an explanation for this.
The receipt for the bank.
It was tucked away very nicely in Gustav's wallet.
Hey, you scumbags. Hey, nobody laughs at Carlos Andretti to his face. No, Don Carlo, don't do it.
Hey! Damn it, Carlo. If they're dead, we'll never get back the money.
I don't care. We got more than enough dough. The most important thing is that nobody else will be enjoying our money.
That's where you're wrong.
Everything turned out all right after all. And frankly, I felt no remorse for those two killers. I was just sorry the Sandrettis didn't get what they deserved too. Anyway, even though it was unlikely that the Sandrettis would follow up on the matter, it was safer for Gina to take a long vacation where nobody'd recognize her. The Cayman Islands seemed like the perfect place. Gina insisted I go with her, but well, look, I just couldn't. I'd worked so hard to earn my chance to study at Berkeley. I couldn't just throw it all away.
Oh, here we go. Full motion video time. Give it to me.
We made it. Brian, are you sure you don't want to come with me?
No, Gina. I worked really hard to be able to come here, and I can't just let it all go by the wayside.
Whatever you want. I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you, too. But it's for the best. This is where I belong.
You could always take a year off and then...
That wouldn't work. Be happy, Gina. See you soon.
I'd be happier with stubborn old you. Goodbye.
Why do I feel like a total idiot? What did you forget now?
Well, something tells me you're dying to come with me. Am I right?
Maybe, but what about you?
What about me?
Are you dying for me to go with you?
Of course. You know that's silly.
Well, now that I think about it, Berkeley's been here for over 100 years, so I guess it can wait 1 year more.
That's how you justify schooling. Just whatever. Don't need an education when you got 20 million in the bank. Just live off the interest. Best ending. Best ending to any game I've ever played. nice camera pan here. Showing off that video capabilities. Here it is, guys. That's the credits. We beat it. Well done. Let the credits roll out just to see if there is anything to wrap up this beautiful game. Ooh.
Surprised, aren't you? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Ryan's the kind of geek who'd rather be studying at Berkeley than to party with a hot girl. Well, I admit I almost did. But at the last minute, I heard a little voice say something I heard in a movie a long time ago. In the film, the main character reaches the conclusion that there are times in life when you have to know when to say, what the heck?
Hey, darling, can you rub some lotion on my back?
Of course, dear. I'll be right with ya. Well, friends, now I must bid you farewell. As you can see, duty calls. I hope I haven't bored you too much with this little adventure story. So, I'll be seeing you real soon, okay?
Brian, are you coming?
Yep. So, like I said, friend, see you soon.
It's gonna give me those cheesy the ends. Waiting for it. Anything? I should just play music. I'm guessing it just plays music. Gonna hit. No. There it goes. Alright guys, that's it. I'm done. I finished. I'm gonna end up stream here, guys. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the fantabulous ending to this game. And I will post out for my next stream. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.